and Kelly Tripucka, Bill Lambier, Isiah, and John Long for the Pistons. We're underway. Denver wins the tap. Dunn matched up against Long, goes baseline with his pass to Issel, and he rips the net, and the Nuggets lead 2-0. Boy, they score fast.
Fast, and a lot of them. You've got to be ready to play defense when you play against these guys. You can't relax at all.
Pistons come down and set up a cross quarter from Isiah to John Long, and John ties it at 2. Rob Williams trying to push it up. Issel has it on top, a pump fake and a drive, and 2 more on Lambier.
The old man's supposed to have his back hurt, but evidently he's got a corset or something on because it doesn't look like it's bothering him at all.
Pistons trying for the tie. They go mid-post to Lambier. He guns over Issel and gets it. And we are tied at 4. What a start.
Well, nobody's going to miss.
Rob Williams trying to snake down the lane against the Pistons, draws contact.
I think that's going to be on Livingston, George.
It is.
That's the kind of situation that Cliff has found himself in a lot, where, you know, he's not playing the minutes that we need him to play because he's getting in foul trouble. And those are the kind of fouls.
For Denver, just underway, a minute's been played. Kelly Tripucka sends it low left Lambier, and he gets it down. And we're tied at 6.
Nobody's missed yet.
Dan Issel will try again, and he'll score again from the wing for the Nuggets. It is 8-6, and we have played just over a minute.
Hey, this got to get you pumped up, Joe. I'll tell you, man. When I played, I used to love offense, too.
Lambier finally with a miss. Hollers for a foul call, doesn't get it. Nuggets rip the rebound down. Rob Williams nearly drops it. Vandeweghe gets it. Goes in the lane, gets some Tripucka contact, and a foul on Kelly. Misses the shot.
Tough situation right there, simply because Kiki really forced that shot because he had 3 Detroit players around him, and he was of the frame of mind where he followed through, and that's where Kelly hit him on the arm on the follow-through.
Vandeweghe hits the first free throw, and Denver's suddenly up 3. He gets the next, and it's Denver by 4, 10-6. 10.5 to play in the first. Isiah, Kelly gets a pick from Livingston, gets contact from English, and we get an Alex foul.
Little incidental contact, but Alex English did hit Kelly, even though he didn't hurt him. He didn't upset anything. The official had his mind made up to call that one.
Pistons go right of the lane to Long, and he fills it up, and it's 10-8. Pistons within 2, 10-10 to play in the first. Rob Williams on the wing against Isiah. Top of the key, Vandeweghe back to English. Foul line extended right to Issel. He'll pump it, go down the lane, and throw it in over Lambier.
We got to get some help somewhere. Lambier cannot allow Issel to get around him. Issel is not that much quicker than Lamb.
Well, a lot of years ago into the hole for him, though. Pistons go loaded. Tripucka misses. And the scramble for the rebounds won by the Nuggets. Rob Williams on the run. Williams, a dump off to English. Baseline jumper too hard. Rebound Lambier way ahead to Kelly. And he will drive him down.
Denver got caught that time because of the big guards who liked the rebound. Nobody was in the backcourt for defense.
Vandeweghe's way out. He fires it anyway and fills it up anyway.
George, I have not seen people shoot this well in some time, I tell you.
I haven't either. 14-10. Great players out on the floor. John Long works against T.R. Dunn. He misses the jumper. It's off the heel to England. Up it comes to Dunn. Pistons get back. It's only 2 on 3. They go to Vandeweghe on top to English. Left side Williams. Jumper over Isiah goes. Denver by 6. It is 16-10.
I hope these Nets can last through this game. I tell you, they're burning them up right now.
They are up 5. John Long trying to slide by Dunn. Drops the ball, gets it back. They wanted a travel call here. Goes to Lambier and now to Livingston, and now we've got a whistle.
That's a good play there by Lambier and Livingston on a mismatch. Cliff Livingston had the guard on him down low, and it's a good foul, really. Both guards fouled him, Williams and Dunn.
They give the foul to Williams. Team fouls now even at 2 as Trapuka triggers to Isiah. Now Kelly gets it back. Long gun over. Vandeweghe goes. They'll have a duel tonight. It is 16-12. Trapuka with 4. Williams by Isiah, in and out. And we're going to get an offensive foul on Williams. That is his second personal.
That's a good, quick move there, and some adept ball handling by Rob Williams. But Cliff Livingston did his job, held his ground, and Rob Williams ran over him.
Back come the Pistons. Isiah misses from downtown. Dunn rebound. Off to Williams to Issel to Vandeweghe for the dunk. Oh no!
Great block.
Away.
Great block by Cliff Livingston.
Livingston taps it away. Down the long in the paint with a miss. Isiah misses a tip, gets the ball, hands to John, who gets it down.
Pistons stayed with it on that, George. Stayed with it and got the easy hoop.
That's 6 for John at 16-14 Denver. English low against Livingston. He misses. Lambier rebound. The second leading rebounder in the NBA off to Isiah. Isiah will scoop and he scores.
Boy, he makes it look so easy. He lulled Rob Williams to sleep. Went right by him with the left hand.
16-16. Williams will try and gun it. He does and gets it over Isiah from the wing for the Nuggets.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if I can keep this pace up.
18-16. It's hard to talk this fast. 7:20 to play in the first. Denver by a deuce. Isiah working against Williams. Foul line along. Back to Isiah. Thinking about the gun. Now he'll send it. Ooh, kicks out no good to English. Midcourt to Williams. Spins by Long. Left wing Vandeweghe. Top of the key. So he can score from there. And he does from there. And it's 20-16 Denver.
This is unreal. This is unreal. Dan Issel in his 14th year. Boy, he's out of his world tonight.
He's 5 for 5. Back comes Trapuka with a post up and a Glasser. It's good, and it's 20-18. Kelly has 6. Issel right of the lane, throws it up over Trapuka, knocks Isiah over, getting the rebound. He won't get a foul, but he will get a travel, and we get a Denver timeout. 6:38 to play in the first. 20-18. The Nuggets lead the Pistons. This is the Pistons Basketball Network. Can you hear all right? Oh, it's awesome. Can you guys hear me? The sound is crazy, at least for us. It's like there's a whole lot of crowd in the right ear that's just on fire, and I can't hear me or Dave too well in the other ear. Maybe I'm not turning something up. What do you think? All right, thank you.
Yes.
It should be better now, Dave. We got a wild radio TV simulcast from Denver tonight, and if you call 338-4500 from now till we say good night, you can save free on a 1050 seat to see the Celtics at the Silverdome Saturday. Dan Issel's coming out. Maybe that's good, David. He was 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I tell you, the older you get, the tougher it is to keep up this pace.
Danny Shays, another man from Syracuse, is into the middle now. Bill Hanslick in a guard for Denver. Pistons ball. Isiah will force over Mike Evans, who's on for Rob Williams. He fills it, and we're 20-20 with 6:20 to play here in the first. Shays is between the circles. Right of the lane now to English, to Hanslick on top, matched up against the next Notre Dame teammate, Trapuka. English right of the lane. The Glasser's good. Last year's scoring king in the scorebook with his first 2. It's 22-20.
He got that shot off so easy because a good pick was set by Danny Shays. Free him up.
Lambier now on English. He'll shoot it over him. It spins out, no good. Rebound, Shays, but he has to go to the floor to keep it. He does. Battle for it with Isiah and Cliff. And we're going to get a Cliff Livingston foul.
Now that's too bad, because Cliff really got in there hustling, and once again he really hasn't been able to be that effective throughout the year so far, because he stayed in foul trouble.
Vinnie Johnson comes on for Isiah. Nuggets go right of the lane. English turnaround gun spins out, no good. Lambier with another rebound. Off it comes to Vinnie. Hatter will come on in a moment for Livingston.
George, we're probably going to see substitutions, on both teams, a lot of them.
Well, you have to. Long dumps it low to Lambier, who gets it off the glass. We're tied at 22. Lambier has 6. Dunn with the basketball to Hanslick, working against Trapuka. Thinking about the jumper, doesn't take it. Hands to Dunn, now to Evans. Hanslick is on for Vandeweghe. Foul on Shays, jumper no, rebound Lambier. He'll have a few of those before the night's over at this rate.
Didn't seem like he was going to have many in the first 5 minutes, because nobody was missing.
Right. Vinnie Johnson in the paint, and he gets it down. It's 24-22. And the Pistons leading the thing with 5 to play in the first. Mike Evans goes to English, left the lane, runs the hook as he comes down the paint. He got some contact from Livingston, and foul number 3 before they could get him out of there. That hurt.
That's a tough situation for Cliff. And Cliff in his second year has got to understand, right? You see, he got away, really. He put his hands on English, and, it's kind of tough to guard a guy that's last year led the league in scoring. This year's averaging a little over 24 a game. The officials know that he's a scorer, and they're going to give him some breaks. So Cliff, really, knowing he had 2 fouls, needed to get away from him on that.
Yeah, he did. And it's a 3-point play instead of just a basket if he'd have given it up. English hits the free throw, 25-24. Denver leads with Trapuka forcing and getting it down off the glass over Hanslick. Kelly's on his way to a big night. He has a fast 8. And he'll go to the line.
This road trip, I think Kelly has really started to play very, very well offensively again. I think he was struggling just a little bit. Got hit on top of the head by Hanslick, made the hoop, and is going to the free throw line for the 3-pointer. But he seems to have been, statistically anyway, from what I've seen back at home in the papers, he seems to be playing much better again offensively.
He is. He misses the free throw, though. And the Piston lead is 26-25. Evans with the basketball. Foul line. English gets down the lane over Tyler with a short jumper. No, Terry boards it. Piston's going to need some strong play from Terry tonight. Out it goes to Vinnie Johnson. Backing on Evans. Double team in the lane. He'll fire anyway. No, but he's fouled.
Vinnie, the last 4 or 5 games, George, has been playing with much more confidence, I think. Early on in the season, he was struggling a little bit. But I think the reason the Pistons are scoring so many points now is that John Long is the John Long that we've come accustomed to. He's back at his game. Vinnie is playing very, very well again, as we know he played last year. And, you expected of Isiah and Kelly.
Sure.
Now, they've been playing well offensively.
Vinnie Johnson hits the first and the second free throw. Got a ricochet to go on the second. Pistons lead him by 3, 28-25. Hanslick on top, goes right of the lane. English, he is alone and fires and misses. Danny Shays with a rebound. And there were bodies bumping down there, and we'll just get a call if the Pistons have the ball. He dropped it out of bounds.
His daddy, Dolph Shays, would tell him something about that. When you get it under the hoop, take it right back up. Yep. Either get the hoop or get fouled.
Hanslick tries to strip Trapuka and does for Evans at the top. Evans down the lane. Foul, Vinnie Johnson.
Good hustle play there by Vinnie Johnson. He couldn't really get the angle on Mike Evans. But he came down. He didn't quit on the play. He came all the way in, fouled him, didn't let him get the easy 2 points.
Pistons by 3 with 4:01 to play in the first. It's 28-25. Pistons at Denver against the high-scoring Nuggets. Stick around. This will be a good one. Evans hits the first free throw. Colbert on for Trapuka now for the Pistons, as Chuck Daly's going hard to his bench, too.
The guys are really breathing hard out there right now. This has been some kind of furious pace.
And rarefied air, too, in the Mile High City. Evans gets another, and it's 28-27. Piston lead is down to 1. 3:55 to play in the first as Vinnie works the wing against Evans. Mid-post along, then he gets it back. Jumper short, and it's pulled down by Shays, who taps to Evans, who gives to Dunn. T.R. Dunn at the foul line. T.R. Dunn travels, and back to Pistons come.
Good overplay there defensively by John Long.
And And John will come out for a rest. Isiah comes on as we pause 10 for a station ID on the Piston Basketball Network. Isiah between the circles with 10 on the clock. The Pistons, who are up a point, have the ball. On the wing to Benny. Back it goes to Tolbert. Badly misses on a jumper and Shea's rebound. Evans to English, knocked away from Alex and out of bounds by Tyler.
Good job there by Terry Tyler, not allowing the ball to go low in that paint area to Alex English, because when he gets it low, he's proven over the years that he can hurt you.
Tolbert takes him baseline, guns it and gets it. Ray fouled him about 3 times on the way to the baseline, and finally they caught it.
No, he still doesn't think he fouled it, though, I don't believe.
Boy.
Cannot play defense with the hands. You got to play with the legs.
2-hand check there. And English gets his second 3-point play. He's a scoring machine, too. He has 8.
Whole key to Alex, though, George, I think you got to play him before he gets the ball. Once he gets it, he usually gets the ball where he wants it. And he's very, very tough.
Pistons with Tolbert between the circles against Alex, out of range, starts down the left side, hands to Finney, and now a pick for Finney. Missed it. Tolbert misses a jam tip, and the rebound's out of bounds, and the Pistons will play it.
Who's number 56 on your team?
London, England. Yeah.
One of them will be the winner Saturday night.
Wow.
You don't care about last night? Yeah, I should have given those. I'm sorry. No, I know. Who's that? Drop somebody in the white? Yeah. We got a pretty fairway tonight. Supposed to cool off of that.
I got to do this. That's my problem. But hold those. Tonight we'll play Pistons trivia again. You can win a trip to fabulous London, England. Answer 3 trivia questions correctly and mail your entries to the Dome, and you could be one of the 3 eligible for the grand prize drawing Saturday night when the Celtics come to town. More later. 2:40 to play in the first. 30-28. Pistons are down at Denver. The high-scoring Nuggets. Isiah tries to snake down the lane and can't, but he draws some contact. And we're going to get a foul. It is going to be on Danny Shea.
Isiah went right down the middle on that one. Did a very, very good job of getting a mismatch, getting the big man out of position, took it to the hoop. Danny Shea's fouled him, knocked him to the floor. He's going to the line, shooting 2.
My boss, Harry Head, tells me we'll get that first trivia question on at 10:01, which is coming up. Oh, it's just about 10:01 now, isn't it? Free throw falls after the first miss, and it's 30-29. Vandeweghe back in the game for the Nuggets, and he scores from the top.
I tell you what, this team moves the ball around and set up a play for a 20-foot jumper like nobody else in the NBA.
Isiah at the line, back to Tolbert, high post left Benson. Between the circles to Isiah against Evans. Now they'll work it on the wing. Vinnie Johnson working against the LSU rookie. Carter goes to Isiah, and he'll score from the corner. And it is now 32-31.
Isaiah likes that. That's a good play by Isiah right there, standing there. I don't think Kiki ever saw him. He made up his mind he was going to drive to the hoop. Isaiah was right in his lane and took the charging foul.
Goes for the charge, and with 1:53 to play in the first, the Pistons get it back. Denver leads 32-31. Lambier and Puritan coming on for Benson and Tolbert for the Pistons. Evans and Howard, Carter and Hanslick and Vandeweghe and Shays on the floor for Denver. Isiah right hands against Evans. Now he has him between the circles. Shot clock at 17. Left side, Finney trying to work away from Carter and can't. Back to Isiah. He will finger roll and get it down. But this time they're going to blow it off and give him an offensive foul.
Boy, that is a move. That is a move. And I really think that Howard Carter right there really kind of came under Isiah. If I was the rep, I'd just let that play go because it was a great offensive play.
Carter misses from the top, but Vandeweghe can't hold the rebound. Isiah takes it away, but then drops it out of bounds. Minute and a half now to play in the first, 32-31.
George, I talked to Isiah before the game and asked him about the regular officials coming back, and he says he, for one, is going to welcome that.
Hanslick has it for the Nuggets, the pump fake, and he's stripped by Isiah. Way ahead for Tyler, and wait a minute, we've got a Joe Borgia whistle.
Hanslick, I believe.
And we do have a foul on Hanslick.
It's a good foul, too, because the Pistons would have had him outmanned 3-2 on that fast break, and I'm sure would have gotten an easy shot.
This kid you may not have seen before, Richard Anderson, second-year player from UC Santa Barbara, ex of San Diego, checks in for Denver. He's played pretty well for them lately. He's 6'10" and 240, shoots it pretty well, and can go to the board. Isiah will go to the line, and the foul on Hanslick. He gets the first one, so we're tied at 32.
Pace has slowed down just a little, George. Still a lot of points, but the way we started out this first 5 minutes, I tell you, I thought it was going to be a 150-point game. Still might be.
Second one goes for Isiah. Pistons by a point. 33-32. Evans over Isiah. Misses. Kicks off the heel to Anderson. Snatched up against Puritan. On top it goes Evans. Sliding down the lane. Knocked away by Tyler. Picked up by Isiah. Pistons a 3-on-3 on the break. Isiah to the hole. Misses the shot, but he will draw the foul.
Well, I'll tell you what, he took a beating on that one, but so did the big guy, Danny Shays. Isiah played very, very good defense to create that in the first place. As Mike Evans drove to the hoop, he exposed the ball, and Isiah came right across over his head, stole it from the length of the court, took it all the way in on 6'11" Danny Shays, and he's going to the line for two.
57 seconds now to play in the quarter. It is nip and tuck so far. Pistons by 2 now as Isiah hits the first. It's 34-32. He has 10. He and Issel, who didn't play much, just enough to shoot 5 times and make 5, are high in the game. Isiah misses the second. Rebound kept alive by Vinnie Johnson. Saves for Lambier. To Isiah to the hole again. Up and in.
That's basketball, Piston style. They're playing good ball right now. Good hustle by Vinnie Johnson. Good save.
36-32. The Pistons with a 4-point lead at Denver. Richard Anderson sends it right corner Vandeweghe to Issel, who's back. He'll try and pump fake. Can't shake Puritan. To Vandeweghe, now to Carter between the circles. Shot clock at 18. As they go to Vandeweghe, guns it gets him.
I'll tell you what, you don't know how to play him. He can let it go from anywhere.
36-34. Denver within 2. 20 seconds to play first quarter. Isiah slow walk against Evans.
Pistons will take the last shot. There's a difference of 4 seconds on the 24-second clock and the regular clock.
Tyler over Vandeweghe, and he gets it with 3 seconds to play in the quarter. Pistons by 4, 38-34. And now we're showing just 1 up on the clock. So this will be a quick end of the first quarter. Issel with a lob. And Tyler takes it down. We're through with 1 in Denver. Pistons 38, the Nuggets 34. This is the Pistons Basketball Network. I don't know when we're going to give you the first trivia question, whenever they figure out what time it is, Mountain Time and Detroit time, but I will tell you this.
10:01, George.
If you mail your entries to the Dome, you could be one of 3 people eligible for the grand prize drawing Saturday at halftime for the Pistons-Celtics game and win a trip to London. 3 people from tonight's game and 3 fans in the stands Saturday will be the 6 lucky contestants, one of whom will win a 5-night trip to London, staying at the Sheraton Heathrow, and you'll fly a round trip via British Airways. Trapuka back in the game, and just like that, he scores over Vandeweghe as we start the second. It is 40-34 Pistons. Denver back, Vandeweghe with the ball against Kelly. Mid-post left to Issel, turnaround gun, and he's got it on Curitan. He is 6 for 6.
They better really try and run him to get him winded and keep him out of the game.
40-36, Pistons go baseline to Kelly. He'll try and force it. It's an air ball over Vandeweghe. Nuggets board. Vandeweghe top of the key, long gun, good.
Well, I'll tell you, he can fill it up.
Sure can. He has 10. 40-38, the Pistons lead. John Long at the line, hit by Evans, hit by Dunn, but he scores it anyway.
Tough move, a little floater in the lane. John's really playing with a lot of confidence. Glad to see him all the way back, too.
42-38, Dunn trying to dribble and shake Long, can't, goes to Vandeweghe, back to Dunn. Now Evans pump faking a baseline move on Isiah. Instead, back to the wing on Nunn. And now we're going to get a whistle and a call against Denver, a travel.
It's a good 3-second play, I believe, George.
It's a 3-second call, all right.
But the guards, Detroit's guards, did a very, very good job of defense just then, helping each other out.
Long misses from the wing, and back come the Nuggets, down 4. Vandeweghe right of the lane, Glasser good.
I'll tell you what, that's nothing but a layup for that guy. I mean, 18 to 20 footers are nothing for him.
He has 12. And Trapuka working the wing against Vandeweghe with the Pistons down 2. Looks inside. Shot clock's at 10 now. He goes to the hole, throws it up and misses, but he's fouled.
Kelly was asking Lambier on that particular play to set a screen for him. And by doing that, I think Denver's defense relaxed. Kelly was able to drive to the basket anyway, and it's fouled.
42-40 our score, and we have 10-14 to play in the half. It's going to be a high-scoring affair, as you would expect at Denver.
So when you hold Denver to 130, you've done a superlative defensive job.
Especially in this building. Kelly's first free throw falls. He has 11. He has 12 as he gets the second. 44-40, 10-12 to play in the half. Denver rushes it up to Vandeweghe. Back to Anderson, and he'll go on the wing with it to Evans with a clock at 15. Anderson, the 6'10", shoots and scores over Lambier from about 20.
It must be catching, George.
44-42. Isiah against Evans. Baseline to Lambier. Bumping on Issel, hands to Kelly, who wants to go back with it to Isiah, but can't. And Denver will move it up. Evans will pull it up. He misses. Anderson had the rebound, dropped it to Dunn. Right corner Anderson, he's short with a jumper, and Lambier's got the rebound and outlets to Isiah. Oh, he wanted to bounce it ahead to Curitan, and it was kicked away.
It would have been a great bounce pass, but Evans did a good job and got that foot out there. Pele.
Yeah. Then he jumps it in. Isiah comes out with 9:26 to play in the half, and Trapuka bounces between the circles to Long as the Pistons get a fresh 24. Then he right of the lane for the jumper, got it. 46-42.
Yeah, I used to like to play on these baskets also, George, but I think these guys love it.
Issel tried to pump and go by Curitan and couldn't. They got Lambier checking Anderson. Vandeweghe from the top, fires, spills it over Kelly. He has 14, Trapuka 12 in that scoring duel. Kelly against Vandeweghe, takes him in the lane, runs it up, it's in and it's out, and Vandeweghe rebounds. Up to Rob Williams, who's just come on. Williams by Vinny to the hole, double clutch drive, no, Issel board, yes. And Issel's now 7 out of 7.
And that wasn't Lambier's fault. He tried to help out to block that particular shot by Rob Williams and got out of position, and Issel came in and did a good job on the offensive glass.
We are tied at 46. Lambier left the lane, Glasser good over Issel.
That's exactly what Lambier needs to do, is to make Issel play him. Good job there. He gets the ball down in the paint area. He's about 3 inches taller than Dan Issel, a few years younger, goes right up over him.
And the Pistons Pistons have it 48-46. Benson on the sidelines about to check in for Lambier. Tyler is on for Puritan already. Lambier's free throw goes, and he completes the three-pointer. 49-46. Pistons 8.5 to play in the half. Anderson against Tyler, goes to Vandeweghe to Issel, top of the key. The gun goes. He's a perfect 8 for 8.
Let's hope he doesn't. Well, I won't even say it, George. I'll let it go.
Yeah. 49-48. John Long guns go. Lambier can't quite hold the rebound. Picked up by Dunn to Vandeweghe to Anderson up and in. And he's fouled.
That's a great fast break by two big guys, 6'8", 6'10". Anderson and Vandeweghe. They really handled the ball well there. Started with the fast break with a good outlet pass from T.R. Dunn and finished up by Mr. Anderson. You know, I'd never heard of Richard Anderson until I pre-game looked into the book and tried to figure out who he was, where he was from.
Played a little at San Diego last year and seems to help them. They've started him a couple of games now. He gets the three-point play complete on the foul on Vinnie Johnson, and it's 51-49 Denver. John Long has it low on the right against Dunn, and he is going to get a foul called on T.R.
George, one of the interesting stats in the first quarter was that Denver out-rebounded Detroit 13-9, and that's something Denver has had problems with all season long.
To make Doug Moe happy, they've only out-rebounded the club 5 times in their first 24. John Long with the inbound and the gun, and it's good, and it's 51-51. Vandeweghe going baseline, 5 Kelly drives up.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that's worth looking at. Kiki Vandeweghe. I don't think anybody expected him to do it with the left hand at that.
Yes, not. Denver 53, Pistons 51. 7.5 to play in the half. Benson on the high post screens for Kelly, gets it back, goes to the hole. He misses. Anderson rebounds. Vandeweghe drives the dunk. Well, Trapulka now wishes he had that pass back, I can imagine.
And Benny's a little upset. Figured he got fouled on the last shot, and he may very well have, but the officials didn't call it. You can't stop playing. Everybody stopped, and Vandeweghe got away for the bunny again.
He has 18. Denver 55, the Pistons 51. John Long left the lane against Dunn. Double team. The call is hit from behind by Anderson, and finally there's a whistle.
I'll tell you what, John's lucky. He's very lucky that he got that call, because I thought it could have been an offensive foul, because he went in right at the defense. And if Anderson had not jumped up, and I think it would have been an offensive foul on John Long right there. 55-51, John Long, first of 2.
Seven to play in the half. It's 55-52. John Long hits the first free throw.
Another interesting stat, George. Both teams are shooting the ball extremely well. 59% in the first quarter for the Pistons and 57% for Denver.
John Long almost always shoots it well. Shoots the second free throw down. He has 11, 2 for 2 at the line tonight. 55-53 the score. Richard Anderson in the corner for Williams. He'll jump it up over Vinny. It's a miss. Tyler skies over Anderson to tip the rebound to Vinny. Bounce back to Terry. Low on the right. Jumper over the hole. No good. John Long rebounds it and throws it off Vandeweghe and out of bounds on his save attempt. So the Pistons will keep it thanks to John's alert play. We got a timeout called by Denver here with 6:37 to play in the half. The Nuggets lead 55-53. This is the Pistons Basketball Network.
Discount tickets for the game and the rally are available from Church and Civic Groups throughout metropolitan Denver. Tickets for the Nuggets game this Friday with Portland are on sale throughout tonight's game. And there's your final ticket window in the East Lobby. And Nuggets tickets are also on sale at Data Tix outlets, including all of the Denver department stores, Lowry Airport Space, Select Seat, and the Nuggets Arena box office.
Yeah, a little. That's what's trying to go. See that he does. something on one ear and something on the other ear. So I can turn it up. I turn up just a little bit and it distorts. So guys who like a lot of stuff in the cans are just screwed. I feel like quitting. I just didn't see it.
Remember, you can call the Piston offices right now at 338-4500 and get $3 off on a 1050 seat for the Saturday Night Showdown with the Celtics at the Silverdome. There are salespeople on duty to take your calls throughout our radio, TV simulcast. There'll be a big crowd there, and it ought to be a classic, Larry Bird or not. And I think he will play. Vinnie Johnson, top of the key, as we're back live with 6.5 to play in the half, and the Pistons down 2, 55-53. Fires over Williams. It'll be short. Rebound lost by Dunn out of bounds, thanks to Vinnie. And Denver will play. John Long and Vinnie and Trapuka and Tyler and Benson for the Pistons. Richard Anderson left corner against Benson. Goes on top to English, back to Vandeweghe at the line. No look pass down low, and English didn't see it coming. Tyler retrieves, and the Pistons can tie. John Long, kick from Benson, left of the lane. Glasser, good.
T.R. Dunn was out of position, and he thought he could fool the officials right there. He fell down, but to no avail.
Vandeweghe makes another throwaway, trying to get it to English. Tyler, another interception. Off to Kelly down the lane, hit on the way to the hole.
Richard Anderson,
yeah,
right in the middle there. He's a big guy, 6'10". Instead of getting those reaching fouls, I think most defensive coaches anyway will tell you, if you're going to foul, take a good one, especially when you're a guy that big. You make a little guy pay for coming to the basket.
And Kelly will go to the line.
We thought that the field goal percentage was really hot in that first quarter, George. In this particular quarter, Denver's 10 of 14, 71%, while the Pistons have cooled off a little bit, 5 of 11 for 45%.
The Pistons have them by a point as Trapuka makes the first free throw and the second. It is 57-55, 5:50 to play in the half. English against Tyler, goes to Vandeweghe on the wing, dumping it down to Rob Williams, and then he can't block him from behind, and the shot goes off the glass, and it's 57-57. In the circles against Williams. Looking baseline left for Trapuka. Kelly fires no off the iron to Dunn. Outlet to Rob Williams. Williams bounce right of the lane. English going baseline on Trapuka. Fires it over him and fills it. 59-57. Denver's lead. 5:10 to play in the half. Vinnie Johnson to Long. Starts down the left side. Now he'll fire, and he scores. 59-59. Lambier up slowly. He was knocked down. English down the lane, and he throws it up too hard off the glass. Rebound. Anderson has to save it,
Good
though.
pass to John. Good
Throws
pass
it away to
John.
John. Long, he'll drive and nearly dunk. Finally just lays it up.
John made his mind up to dunk it, then saw that he had taken off too soon. Boy, there's a good play right there, but he missed the shot.
Nuggets come right back, and the good play and the miss by Rob Williams. Tyler with the rebound up to Vinnie, throws up a high glasser, no. And we got a whistle and an offensive foul on Vinnie. He knocked T.R. Dunn to the ground.
That's a good call there by the official. Vinnie Johnson had made up his mind already to take the ball to the basket, and T.R. Dunn played very, very good position. Took the foul, offensive foul on Vinnie Johnson.
He gets his third. Long and Vinnie come out. Isiah and Walker D on the floor. Denver has it in Vandeweghe's hands. From the top, he fires no, and Lambier rebound. Midcourt outlet left to Walker D. On the wing to Isiah. Back to Walker, and he gets it off the glass. Those two will pass it silly between them.
You can't teach that. You can't teach quickness. That was quickness by Isiah getting it inside. There's a great pass there by Alex English to Richard Anderson.
63-59 goes quickly to 63-61. English goes to Anderson, and he reverses off the glass. 3:50 to play in the half. Isiah baseline left, goes up a rainbow, won't go, knocked out of bounds by Anderson. Curidan for Tyler as Chuck Daly tries to make sure he keeps rested people in there based on the rarefied air up here.
I tell you, Isiah really made a great pass to Walker D. And Kelly, well, I tell you, he and Kiki are having a battle tonight.
Kelly just takes the inbound and got the long gun, so he has 16. Anderson trying to go to the hole, misses the shot, but he drew some contact and a Trapuka foul.
Well, that's where you got to have team defense. Right now, Anderson is definitely too quick for Lambier. Lambier was out of position, and when he made his move defensively to go up and meet Anderson, he went right around him. There was nobody from the weak side there to help him. And that's something that the Pistons really have to learn. They may not be able to block a lot of shots, but they got to play good position defense.
Lambier comes out and Tolbert comes on, and Anderson hits the first free throw. So it's 65-62, the Pistons with the lead.
The big guy showing me some quickness, George.
Yeah, and that's 6'10" and 240 moving it around pretty good. Misses the second free throw, but gets it back. Comes from the top, and he gets it. Now he's got 10 off the Denver bench. And it's 65 for the Pistons, 64 for the Nuggets with 3:20 to play in the half. And down low,
Hansley created that foul, man. Isiah was smart. A little guy. He made sure that he kind of pulled Hansley right to him.
And trying to get through on the baseline wasn't easy for Isiah, and Hansley knocked him over. Let's say hello tonight to a big Piston fan, Bill Cleveland, who's in Pontiac Osteopathic Hospital with a back injury. Hope to get well real quick. Isiah misses the first free throw. 66-64 our score. And this is the second. So it's still Pistons 66, Denver 64, 3:15 to play in the half. Evans back in the game for Denver, has it on top. Left of the lane to Anderson. It's cross court right corner to Evans. Long jumper, no. Rebound Kelly. He'll come out in the dribble. Off to Walker D. Walker D down the right side. Throws it up on the run. Blocked by English, and Alex pulls it down. And Alex is fouled.
Loose ball on Walker D. A little frustrated. He made a good move going to the basket, but underestimated the jumping ability, I think, from the weak side of 6'6", 6'7" Alex English, who's got arms like he's 6'10".
Timeout Pistons, 2:58 to play in the half. 66-64, they lead the Nuggets. This is the Pistons Basketball Network.
The first Dairy Queen Sunday will be this week against the New Jersey Nets. Sunday at the Dairy Queen near you for Sunday coupons.
We're trying to make them hard. We want those cards and letters, folks. They were the things that happened one season. Yeah. Is the mail that good that it'll get there by Saturday? What? Is the mail that good that it'll get there by Saturday? No. That's why we got to promote it.
Returning to the Nuggets lineup.
Stay with us at halftime. Special features for both radio and TV. The TV side, a musical highlight of the Celtics and Pistons recent matchups. On radio, we'll talk to Dave Bing about the just retired Veterans All-Star game to precede this year's All-Star game. Speaking of veterans, Dan Issel's back in the game, and just like that, he's got another long gun. It's 66-66.
You can call that game what it really is, George, the old-timers game.
Trapuka going baseline, misses, and we got a whistle. Our score is 66-66 with 2:31 to play in the half. Holbert rebounded Trapuka's miss, and he was the one fouled. John Long on for Walker Russell for the Pistons. Holbert will shoot a pair. Pistons will get some time in the second half out of Cliff Livingston. They miss him.
For the quarter, George, we've got Denver shooting 64%. They've cooled off just a bit, 14 for 22. The Pistons 10 for 20. The assists, 11 for Denver. The Pistons with 8. And guess who got all 8 of them? Number 11, Isiah Thomas.
My goodness. 67-66 as the free throw falls, and Evans falls back. Almost hit the Piston bench as he hit a jumper from the wing. For the Nuggets, he has 4, and they lead 68-67. John Long looking against Dunn, trying to shake away, goes foul line to Isiah. It's on the way from there. No rebound. Issel outlet to Evans. English down the middle, but he doesn't give it up to him. English goes foul line, knocked away, but recovered, hands to Dunn. Now to English, back to Evans, steals it, so he fires and he fills it. Almost tell he feels like he's got it going for a minute. That's the all-time leading scorer in Big 8 history. That's hard to believe.
It is hard to believe. I saw him play last year at Milwaukee and really wasn't that impressed with him. I don't know if it's coming out here to this offensive team or the Mile High City or what, but he's playing like he knows what the game's all about.
Trapuka bouncing the paint to Curitin with 1:38 to play in the half, and Denver up 3, and Curitin draws the foul.
Good play right there by Kelly Trapuka and Errol Curitin. They're one of the oldest plays in the book. Pick and roll, get the mismatch, get the defensive player behind you on your hip and throw it down low. Now, Earl's got to shoot him a little better than that, though.
Oh, sad looking miss on the first one. Here's the second. Got that one down. It is 70-68. Denver by 2, 1:35 to play in the half. The Nuggets rush it to English and then to Issel. And Tolbert's got a foul, I believe he does.
Yes, he does. Dan Issel using all of that 6'8", 245-pound body to make sure that Ray Tolbert doesn't get around, and he posted up well.
Dunn goes to English with his inbound pass. Back it comes to Dunn. Round the horn they take it, and English tries to go baseline and can't on Curitin. Foul line to Evans, spins and gives it up to Vandaway. His baseline Glasser left is a miss, but he's fouled.
I don't think Chuck Daly agrees with the call. Nonetheless, Isiah down on the floor is called for the foul. Kiki Vandaway goes to the line shooting 2.
Isiah gets his second. And Vandaway, who's an excellent free throw shooter, gets the first to fall. And Denver's up 3, 71-68.
George, I liked him when he was at UCLA, but I really didn't think he was going to be as great a player as he's become. I really didn't.
Same here.
I guess I can say the same about Kelly, though.
Yeah. Well, I saw him a little more since he went down the South Bend. Isiah goes down to Curitin, and he dunks.
Earl Curitin got that basket because he gave himself up, and he set a good pick, a good back pick. There was a switch, and he was wide open.
It is 72-70. English gets it back in the paint for Denver, and he gets it to go. 74-70 Denver. 52 seconds now to play in the half. Isiah out between the circles against Evans.
We're going to run a little time off the clock, run a spread offense, and probably there's the pick and roll mismatch.
Isiah, baseline right, runs it up. No, but it's tapped up and in. And Curitin gets the basket, 74-72. Evans tries to fly down and go to Issel, but he threw it too far behind him. And the Pistons want a 20-second timeout, so we'll give you trivia question number 1. What time is it?
It's 10:01.
All right, it's 10:01. Let's do it then. Now it's time for trivia question number 1 to win a 6-day, 5-night trip to London, staying at the Sheraton Heathrow and flying via British Airways. The question, after what season did Dave Bing retire from the NBA to form Bing Steel? Well, I just added the Bing Steel, but the question is, after what season did Dave Bing retire from the NBA? Mail the answer to all 3 questions we have for you tonight. That's just the first to the Piston offices. 3 people will be selected for the drawing this Saturday night.
George, I may be the only one that can answer that.
Oh, I don't know about that. In Boston, they can answer it because there's a fellow named Brett who didn't want you to quit about that time. We have 20 seconds to play in the half. We have 15 on the clock. The 20-second timeout has ended, and Isaiah's looking against Evans. Goes to Tolbert, now to Trapuka. Baseline on Vandeweghe. Too soon. Contact, and he doesn't get a whistle, but he misses the shot anyway. Puritan misses the follow with 4 seconds to play in the half. It is out of bounds, and the Pistons get it.
Puritan's upset. Trapuka's upset.
Kelly sure was banged there. I don't think he was in any position to shoot it, but he did draw the contact. Inbound goes to Long, and John Long gets it just in time for the Pistons. It's halftime in Denver, and we're all even at 74. This is the Pistons Basketball Network. Tonight's halftime is brought to you by Eastern Airlines, the official airline of Walt Disney World. For the 5th year in a row, Eastern has carried more passengers than any other airline in the free world. And Eastern flies to more sun destinations in Florida, Mexico, and the Caribbean than any other airline. George Blaha, along with Dave Bing in Denver at McNichols Arena. We are tied at 74 at the half. And, David, I guess it's just exactly what we expected. Absolute run-and-shoot basketball. Certainly Denver doesn't have any edge. We're even on the board, but I've sort of felt like the Nuggets got things off their way from the start.
They did, and thank goodness that number 44, Dan Issel, is into his 14th season, 35 years old, because I don't think he's missed a shot all night. They've got to try and keep him out of there, and they've got to help Lambeer. Lambeer's playing at the top of the key, and he's not effective out there defensively.
Well, at the end of halftime, we'll talk about how the individual matchups are going. There's some brilliant ones. If you just joined us, think about Kiki Vandeweghe and Kelly Trapuka and that Issel Lambeer matchup, just to name 2. Stay with us at halftime on our radio TV simulcast. We have a special feature for you on TV, a musical tribute to the Celtics and some of their stars. On the radio side, Dave and I will talk about the upcoming, I guess I can call it, old-timers game.
Old-timers game.
The day before this year's All-Star game, of which will be played right here at McNichols Arena. This is the Pistons Basketball Network.
Everybody's heard about the bird. Bird, bird, bird. The bird's a winner. Well, a bird, bird, bird. Bird is a winner. Well, a bird, bird, bird. Well, a bird is a winner. Well, a bird, bird, bird. The bird's a winner. Well, a bird, bird, bird. Well, a bird is a winner. Well, a bird, bird. The bird's a winner. Well, a bird, bird, bird. The bird's a winner. Well, a bird, bird, bird. Well, a bird is a winner. Well, a bird, bird. The bird's a winner.
George Blaha along with Dave Bing. Courtside at McNichols Arena in Denver, where our halftime score is 74-74, and we expected a shootout. We are getting one. Denver shooting 63 and change percent for the half, Dave, and better than 52% for the Pistons. Fortunately, even though the Nuggets are scoring very well up front, the Pistons have been able to spread out their scoring.
And John Long has really played extremely well. You know, he's got 20 points, but he's also made a few, and you would think there are not that many good defensive plays when there's 74 points on the board, but he's played pretty decent defense also. As we expected early on, we said that Denver's front court was going to be a factor, and they have been. You got the guys aren't missing. 8 for 10 for Vandeweghe and 9 for 10 for Issel, and Alex English is shooting the ball well also. But the Pistons, as you say, are getting some scoring, and it's spread out at a lot of different people.
Up front, 50 points out of the starting threesome of Issel, Vandeweghe, and English for Denver. The Pistons getting just 25 because Cliff Livingston got in early foul trouble. He's done a great scoring factor anyway, but he would normally, of course, be in the book for more than 0. Tripucka has 16, but the high man for the Pistons, as David said, is 20, John Long, 20 for Vandeweghe, leading Denver. The interesting thing about what the Pistons have done here in the first half, they've been outshot badly. They've been out-rebounded by a little by a team that normally doesn't out-rebound you. They're not happy with that, I'm sure. But they've taken good care of the basketball in a running game. Denver has 13 first-half turnovers, and the Pistons have just 4, and I know that Chuck Daly likes that.
No question about it, and that means that they're getting that many more attempts at the basket. Even though we're not shooting the ball extremely well, if you get enough shots at the basket, you're going to get some of them to fall.
Well, we knew it was going to be run and gun, and it has been. It's been a track meet so far. 74-74 at the half in Denver. We'll be right back with more in a moment on the Pistons Basketball Network. Remember, you can call the Piston offices right now at 338-4500 and get $3 off on a 1050 seat for this Saturday's big night at the Silverdome when the Boston Celtics roar in. Salespeople are on duty, and you can save $3 if you call 338-4500 right now. Game will be a classic, another huge crowd, and you can reserve 1050 seats for $750 if you call the Piston offices during our radio TV simulcast. Pistons ball to start the second. We're tied at 74. Isiah shakes on Williams, runs him down the lane, misses, and Dunn rebounds, but we've got a Denver foul. Denver doesn't have the starters in there. They have Anderson, who is starting some for them, and Vandeweghe on the bench. That gives Doug Moe some firepower and then some coming off the bench. Foul is on Anderson, though, and he gets his 4th, so Kiki will come off quicker than Doug Moe wanted him to.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, this is key to Isaiah's game. I think on the road trip, even though he scored quite a few points, most of them were field goals. He wasn't going to the free throw line a lot. Tonight, in the first half, he's already gone 8 times. This is his 10th free throw attempt tonight, and that's a key to any guy that's going to score some points. That's why I think Kelly is such an outstanding scorer, because he stays on the free throw line.
Isaiah got 1 for 2, 75-74. The Nuggets lead. English trying to pump fake and go on Livingston. Can't, sends it left corner. Williams, who fires no, and Cliff rebounds. Livingston really got up for that one. Pistons can use some help from Cliff in the second half. Left early with foul trouble in the first, and Isaiah comes to forecourt. To John Long, screened by Lambier. Left side, Glasser good. John Long, folks, is now 10 for 10 from the floor.
A perfect 10. John Long.
Yeah. He and Bo. Well, I don't mean Schembeckler either. Issel from the top fires no off the heel, and they scramble for the rebound, and it goes out of bounds along with the Jesse Hall whistle. And who we got a foul on looks like Lambier. It is. Just his first, though.
Can't get all that upset. He's fighting for the rebound, loose ball in there, and you've got to appreciate that. Don't let him get anything easy.
Isaiah with a near steal on Williams, but Williams gets it back, and now it's 5-on-4. He runs it down the lane and gets the offensive foul.
Cliff showed me some moxie right there. He's 3 fouls, 3 cheap fouls in the first half. He saw Rob Williams coming at him, stood his ground, didn't really try and play a tough defense right there, and created the offensive foul.
Isaiah looks for John Long, posted on Dunn down low.
That's a terrible call.
Dunn gets up close behind him, and John falls back into him. Dunn falls, and John gets the offensive foul, just his first.
Well, I don't think he's going to have a job come Friday anyway. That's a bad call. John's got to be able to have one step, and he didn't have it at all.
Pistons by 3, 77-74. English has his shot blocked by Livingston, but we got a Livingston foul, says Joe Borgia.
English takes the ball to the basket, and I really think that was a pretty good block. Cliff should be upset. That's his fourth foul. He probably will have to come out in a couple of minutes, but English is a smart player. He's a good offensive player. He knows Cliff is in foul trouble, and he knows that he's an offensive machine, and he's going to get a lot of the calls from the officials, and I think he got one there.
He did. Gets the first free throw, and he gets the second. So it's 77-76. The Pistons lead them by 1. 10:38 to play here, third quarter. Isiah working the wing against Williams. Dumps it down low to Kelly. Spins and sends it no over Vandeweghe. Lambier follows yes.
Good offensive rebound there by Bill Lambier, using all of the 6'11", 260 pounds he carries on.
10:20 to play in the third. Pistons by 3, make it 2. As English gets 2 more, he has 16.
I think Chuck Daly is going to have to get Livingston out simply because he might not hurt him, but Denver's going to go right at him. English, every time he gets the ball, he's going to go right at Cliff.
Rapuka with a miss after a spin, and Lambier's called for the loose ball foul, going for the rebound of the missed shot. Pistons still by 1, 79-78. Nuggets have it in Rob Williams' hands. Now T.R. Dunn from 20 on the left, and it goes.
Doesn't shoot too often, but he's got a good percentage from the floor.
80-79. Yes, he does. Theodore Roosevelt Dunn from Alabama. Lambier takes it in the paint from Isiah, and he is fouled. Rob Williams gets the foul.
Rob Williams on a double team. As the ball went down into the post to Bill Lambier, he left Isiah altogether and went directly for the ball and got Billy across the arm.
Rapuka will trigger. Fresh 24 goes to Long on top against Dunn. Down to Kelly, left wing, pumps on Vandeweghe, goes toward the paint, tries to scoop it to Isiah, step in front and steal by Evans. Evans to English in the paint, missed it. Vandeweghe doesn't miss the follow though, and Denver leads now 82-79.
Pistons are going to have to be a little careful with the basketball right now. A couple of bad passes, just lack of concentration. They can get what they want against Denver.
Lambier misses from the baseline. Livingston follows and fills it.
Good job there by Cliff. Alex was too far under the basket and couldn't get away.
82-81 our score. Vandeweghe looking for Issel down low. Issel has it partially blocked by Cliff, and Isiah rebound. On the break, gives it up to Long. Fires, fills it. John hasn't missed tonight. He's 11 out of 11.
And that was a good fast break, George. They didn't get the layup out of it, but they got the ball down the court. Isiah pushed it up, and they got a good, easy 16-footer.
Wide open shot. And Vandeweghe comes down the lane, and he runs over Isiah.
John Long hit him on the arm.
John hit him on the arm. All right, that's the foul. It's on Long.
Vandeweghe makes a very good move going to the right. I think they call that on Kelly and not John Long.
He wants to change, but I guess they're not going to change it. It is on Rapuka, so it's his second. Would have been only John's second also. Vandeweghe misses off the bracket. But he hits the second. Bet you could hear it, 83-83. 8:35 to play here, third quarter. Isiah works between the circles against Evans. Picked from Lambier. Sliding down the right side. Double touch. Glasser, no. Rebound by John. Yes. 12 for 12 for John Long.
Well, I tell you what, that could be. He could be going after one of the all-time Piston records, I believe.
I bet. It was 85-83. Another steal. He could have had 13 for 13, but he gives it up to Isiah on the break.
I like to see that. That's the right play. Unselfish, as hot as he is tonight.
And Isiah lays it up and in. Pistons by 4, 87-83. Vandeweghe flies by Tyler, who's on for Rapuka. Down low, Isiah steals it. Long for John Long.
No, that's a travel. Good head fake. John shakes his head, and I surely agree with him. That was just a good head fake. He came to a complete stop, pumped the ball up. Official anticipating. No wonder he won't have a job after Friday.
Yep. Pistons had a little run they would have liked to keep going. Denver loses it out of bounds. They have 18 on their shot clock. .7:46 to play in the third. Bounce in the lane to Issel. Can't throw it up, but there's a reason. It's a Piston foul on Tyler.
That's a bad break there because the ball on the inbound pass hit the backboard and bounced right to the Denver player, Dan Issel.
Now, they won't put that piece of videotape on their resume. Let's pause 10 seconds for a station ID. This is the Pistons Basketball Network. Dan Issel, it's the first on the Tyler foul. And he gets the second, 87-85. Issel with a big night, though, and he has 20, Vanderway 23, English 16, 26 for John Long, 16 each for Isiah and Kelly. Isiah working the wing against Evans. Baseline to Levingston, partially blocked by English, almost one anyway. Issel rebounds the miss. Out to Evans. T.R. Dunn, hook in the corner of Vanderway, back to Evans, top of the key. Issel pumps and goes and runs over Levingston.
I think that probably was the right call. Cliff doesn't agree with it, but I think he kind of moved in there.
Both got there at the same time.
And the offensive player is always going to get, he kind of moved in, put his shoulder up there so that he could get the contact. And once again, Issel with 14 years and the reputation that he has, even if it were not the right call, the officials probably would have made it anyway.
Look will come out now. He has 5 fouls. Pistons by 2, 87-85. Issel can tie it here with 7:22 to play in the third. Gets the first.
I tell you, we got some offensive statistics in this game tonight. These guys are really shooting the ball well.
4 or 5 people are having phenomenal nights. This is one of them. Another free throw for Dan. He has 22. He is 4 out of 4 from the line. 87-87 our score.
Isaiah's posting up.
John tries to get him the ball. We got a whistle and somebody held, I'm sure.
Mike Evans.
Evans was trying to hold Isiah.
You don't realize it, but you look at Isiah and you look at him, you think he's a little guy, but he's 6'1", 185 pounds or so, and he's very strong, and he's not afraid to get in there and mix it up.
He sends it in the corner to Tyler, who'll jump it up over Vanderway. No, but Tolbert rebounds, stripped by Evans, gets it back. Ray tries to go back up with it, and he's fouled.
Ray got a bad break on the first go-around, but he did stay in there and fight all the way and got grabbed across the arms.
Timeout called here with 6:59 to play in the third quarter. Score tied at 87. This is the Pistons Basketball Network. Number 2, Denver hosts this year's All-Star Game. When did the Pistons host the All-Star Game at the Dome? Number 1 is after what season did number 21 Dave Bing retire from the NBA? You could win a 6-day, 5-night trip to London, staying at the Sheraton Heathrow and flying British Airways if you answer them all and send your answers in tonight. Isiah gets himself a gun from the wing, and it's 89-87 Pistons with 6:44 to play in the third. John goes alley-oop into Vanderway, can't get there. Lambier rebounds way ahead to John Long, lays it softly over the front rim, and it's 91-87, and John now is 13 for 13.
It's a good outlet pass there from Billy Lambier. John caught it in stride.
Vanderway buries it, nearly a three-pointer from the top. He comes right back. They get a layup, and they get a 22-footer and change. It is now 91-89. Pistons have the lead, and we're going to get a foul on John Long as he scrambled for the rebound.
John surely doesn't agree with that call, but I think he did push a little bit there. He pushed T.R. Dunn right out of there with his left hand. Interesting stat so far this quarter, George, is that the score 89-91 Pistons in the lead, but free throw shooting 7 for 8 for Denver, 1 for 2 for Detroit. And that's the difference in the scoring right now.
T.R. Dunn will go to the line. T.R. Dunn misses the first free throw. He hits the second, splits the pair, and it's a one-point game. 91-90 Pistons, 6:06 to play in the third. Isiah working against Evans, takes him to the wing. Lobbing it low now to Lambier, back to Tyler on the wing, passes up the jumper, goes baseline, then jumps it up and in.
Good baseline jumper there by Terry Tyler.
93-90. Pistons with a three-point lead done by Vinnie Johnson to the hole. Nearly blocked by Lambier, but he threw it up over his fingertips off the glass and in.
Awkward looking move there by T.R. Dunn. He really wasn't fluid, but he got the job done.
He has just 5, but they don't pay him to score. Didn't in Alabama either, where he was the all-time steals leader. Isiah down the lane on English, who comes to help, misses, he throws it up over him. And Vandeweghe has his outlet pass knocked away by Colbert. Off to Tyler, going to the hole, up and in.
Jesse Hall, bless him. He's made a call for us tonight.
And I don't think it was all that deserving, although it was a great play by Terry, following an excellent play by Colbert.
I thought Terry may have traveled there.
He has 6 points now.
He got a chance for his 7th as he goes to the free throw line.
Dunn's foul, his second, and Terry Tyler gets his 7th. The free throw falls. Pistons by 4. 96-92, 5:15 to play in the third. Vandeweghe on the wing to Evans. 18-footer goes. It's 96-94. 5:05 to play in the third quarter. Isiah against Evans. Bounce left to the lane to Finney. Can't force it over Dunn, so he'll dump it to Lambier. Pretty pass that Billy gets it off the glass.
It was a good play. Billy had his man pinned down below behind him. Alex English, who's much, much too small to try and play him down low.
98-94 our score, and Denver goes low to English, and Colbert knocks it out of bounds. Lambier will rest. Benson comes on. 14 on the shot clock. And the inbound pass goes to Vandeweghe, and he's fouled as he scores.
Yeah, I think Terry kind of went to sleep just a little bit right there. He probably was anticipating, and Vandeweghe got a good forearm and shoulder in front of Terry's body and would not let him front him. Got the ball from the inbound pass, made the layup, and going to the free throw line to complete the three-pointer.
He has 27 already. He has 28 as he hits the free throw. Pistons lead him still, though, 98-97. 4:40 to play third quarter. Isiah to Benson against Danny Shays, who's come on. Tyler looking against Hanslick, who's on for English. Terry has it knocked away by Hanslick and out of bounds.
Fans are a little upset on that particular call.
Colbert to Trigger. Left to the basket. Still looking, and finally throws it away because he's out of time. Dunn to Evans. On top to Shays, down deep. Vandeweghe for a bunny.
Very good pass from up top, Danny Shays to Kiki Vandeweghe, and make it look very, very easy. Matter of fact, it's too easy.
Sure was.
So easy, Chuck Daly is a little upset and calls timeout.
99-98 Denver, 4:15 to play in the third. Timeout Pistons on the Pistons Basketball Network.
102 to 100. At Richfield, Ohio, the final score, Utah 107, Cleveland 105.
New York.
And at Houston tonight, the Rockets 129, Phoenix 110.
Piston offices right now at 338-4500 and get $3 off on a 1050 seat for this Saturday's big night at the Silverdome when the Boston Celtics come in. There are salespeople on duty for the rest of our radio TV simulcast. 4:15 to play third quarter.
Georgia Pistons need to try and get just a little cushion right here because they've got a better team on the floor, I believe, than Denver does, and they've got to take advantage of it.
Isiah will send it up and score it over Evans, so they got one hoop for you, David, and lead 100-99 with 4 to play in the third. Vandeweghe on top to Evans, leaving it there for Shays. Evans has it on the wing. Fires over Isiah and fills it up. Now he's got it going. It's 101-100. Denver has the 1-point lead with 3:40 to play in the third. Nobody's got it going like John Long, though. He's 13 for 13. He's about to come back for the Pistons. Trapuka's already back on the floor. Then he takes the pass from Isiah at the foul line, misses the jumper. Colbert misses a jam tip. Back up it goes out of Vinny's hand from the paint, no. Rebound Shays, knocked away by Trapuka, and he gets the foul.
Field goal shooting for this quarter, George, 8 for 12 for Denver, 67%, 11 for 19 for the Pistons, 58%. So the guys are still shooting the ball extremely well.
Mike McCanny, hello to the folks back in Warren. He's out here in Denver. Barry Almendinger to the people in Fowlerville, and Tom Manoogian, the family and friends in Detroit and St. Clair Shores. Might as well say hello to my favorite Piston fan and wish her happy birthday. Karen Elstrom Mooring next Monday. Danny Shays, the man from Syracuse, goes to the line. We have 3.5 to play in the third, and Denver leads by a deuce, 102-100. He can make it 3, and he does. Benson with Colbert and Trapuka. John Long now in the backcourt with Vinnie Johnson. John gets a pick from Benson, but they fight their way through. He tries to go in the lane to Benson. Knocked away. Shays up to Evans. Evans looked like he carried it, but he'll send it in the corner for Vandeweghe, and he fires and fills it.
All right, it's going to be important for the Pistons right now. They need a hoop. They can't let Denver run a string of points on them.
105-100. You're absolutely right. Denver has that 5-point lead all of a sudden. Vinny from just outside the line. Jumper no. Rebound Vinny on the baseline. No look pass to Kelly alone from the wing. In and out. And Vandeweghe rebounds it. Shays to Evans to Hanslick. No looker to Dunn, and he tries to flip it to Hanslick way too high. Got wild with the ball there, and here come the Pistons. Spinning down the lane. Vinny running right-hander, yes. There's your circuit shot of the game.
Tough shot, tough shot. Good thing he made it, too.
Up like that Brooklyn Bridge, and it's 105-102, 2:20 to play in the third, but Vandeweghe comes right back with a drive and dunk. He has 34, and it's 107-102.
You got to take that away. With weak side help, Vandeweghe should not be able to go to baseline from out on the floor and come all the way in for that easy shot without running into some opposition.
Vinny looking for Long and finds it. John fires. Gets it. He's still perfect on the night.
He is unconscious tonight.
14 for 14 for John Long. Pistons within 3, 1:50 to play in the third quarter.
All the young fellows out in Romulus, Michigan, they can watch him because he's having some kind of night.
Makes a steal, goes behind the back, and the dribble nearly loses. Almost had himself a bunny on the break. Gives it off to Vinny. And look at Dunn shoving on John Long on the baseline. I don't know if you could see it, David, but they've caught TR. But I think he's just upset that John can't miss, and he can't stop him.
He ought to be upset. I don't blame him.
Especially when they pay you to play defense, which they do in Dunn's case.
I'll tell you what, the kind of night John Long is having, what you want to do as a defensive player is just foul out and sit down.
Yeah.
So it's not my fault, Coach.
Down at the line, bends the knees. Missed the free throw.
The fans, I think the fans here can appreciate the kind of night John Long is having. I don't know whether or not they know that was the first shot he missed all night.
Of any kind. He's now 2 for 3 from the line. Gets the next one. It is now 107-105, 1:30 to play in the third. Evans at full court to Vandeweghe on the wing. He stays on top of the fence. They go to Hanslick, now Vandeweghe. Hanslick gets it back against Trapuka. Fakes right down the lane, dump off to Shays with a miss, but there's a whistle.
I think they're calling that on Kelly. Kelly is going off. They got to be careful before he gets a technical foul there, too.
He does have 4. Shays hits the first free throw. 108-105.
The trainer, Mike Abdenor, just comes in front of us saying that Kelly has 3 fouls instead of 4, but I don't know if the official book is going to change up or not.
Well, we do know Chase hits the free throw. 109-105.
Kelly's upset. He's got to be careful right now.
Hanslick's up in his face. Two pretty tough defensive player. Kelly sends it on top to John Long, who scores another.
When in doubt, give it to Long. Tonight he's doing it all.
John has 33 without a miss. 109-107. Less than a minute to play in the third. Evans goes to Hanslick to Vandeweghe against Puritan down the lane. Earl can't stop him either. He flips it up and in, pushing off a little with the left hand on the way.
It's a great move there by Kiki, though, to finish it off and have the strength to get the ball up after pushing off.
He has 36. And Pachuca bumps against Hanslick left of the lane. And somehow they give the call to Kelly.
I knew that was going to happen because Kelly was upset. And they've got to get him out of there.
33 seconds to play third quarter. 111-107, Denver by 4. Sid Borges' little boy Joe, he'd be in the league if he knew what he was doing with a name like that. And he's not. He's one of the scats. Here's Vandeweghe working right of the lane, tries to run up the hook across the lane. Another foul.
George, right there is where the Pistons got to learn just to play good team defense. They're not a team that's going to block a lot of shots, so they got to play position. They got to play good court position, wherein when the ball is on one side of the court, you've got to really slough off your man to make sure that nobody gets to the basket for an easy shot. You'll give up the outside jumper. I don't know if you do it against this team, but, you know, if you're going to play percentages,
usually, yeah,
you know, you really got to give up the outside shot.
Vandeweghe at the line for 2 more. He has 38. We have not finished the third quarter. 13 seconds to play in the quarter. Vinnie Johnson at the foul line. Starts to spin down the lane. Tripped by Hanslick. And finally, Joe Borges saw one.
I think he got hurt on that one too. Let's hope it's not serious.
That's a friend of his. In fact, the guy that he used to start with in the Seattle backcourt.
Hanslick came from the weak side on a double team, which is good team defense. And Benny really just tripped right over his foot. Benny hit the floor pretty hard. He hit his hip. Let's hope he doesn't have a hip pointer there. He's going to be sore tomorrow, I tell you.
Well, the Pistons will take a 20-second timeout. A lot of time left. They're down those 6 with 4 to play in the third. And Meyer Treasure Chest Stores, Michigan's largest jewelers with 16 stores, along with Lawn Jeans, sponsor tonight's Piston Player of the Game, and will present him with a magnificent Lawn Jeans gold medal watch. Lawn Jeans is the official timekeeper of the 1984 Olympics. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by your neighborhood Shell Auto Care dealers, including Guy LaPlacido's Old Toll Shell in Farmington, Richard Aranke's Shell at Woodward and Hunter in Royal Oak, and Ron Bernas, 11 Mile and Lasser Shell in Southfield. Walker Russell on for the Pistons.
That substitute there is a good substitute because what Chuck is doing is making sure John Long doesn't get another foul. And Kelly already in foul trouble. I think Isiah has 3. Can't afford to get one of his other top offensive players into deep foul trouble going into this last quarter.
Then he's shooting the first free throw, and Payne gets it to go. Second? No, but he's got the rebound. Up again over Hanslick. He's bumped as he shoots it, but no call, and he misses, and the quarter's over. Oh, on Friday is going to be TGIF for more reasons than one. After 3 in Denver, 113-108 Nuggets. This is the Pistons Basketball Network.
And it's time for the Kim Subaru each home game, and Kim Radio Lister attempts one. Fourth quarter here in Denver. It is 113-108.
George Blaha and Dave Bing with the Pistons and the Denver Nuggets. Well, we double-checked our stats, and we don't have John Long with a perfect night anymore. He has 11 shots in a row, which would negate any run of the Piston record, which we've been talking about tonight. And the Pistons are trying to talk about Tripucka's fourth foul. But I don't think they're going to get that changed. Starting the fourth, Benny Johnson, Isiah, Lambier, Curitin, and Tyler. And Denver loops it low to English, up and in again.
Once again, it's a lack of communication from the weak side. If you're going to vacate and you don't have help behind you, you've got to let your player know it. He'll play defense differently.
Lambier has the top of the key against Shays. Right of the lane to Tyler in the paint to Benny Johnson, up and in over Dunn. Bum hip or not, and Dunn gets another foul.
I'll tell you what, Dunn got his hands full tonight.
Now that particular spot on the floor worked out well. Benny Johnson completes the three-point play. 1:15, 1:11, 11 and a half left. Hanslick sends it on the wing to Dunn, moves up right of the lane and out and back in again with a jumper. Used the glass at 1:17, 1:11.
This is where the Pistons really need to play good team defense, because you really only have one really good offensive player on the floor for Denver, and that's English.
And the Pistons go down low to Curitin, lays it up and in, got the pass from Isiah, and he's fouled. Well, they'll trade 3 for 2. You'll catch up fairly rapidly that way.
That's a very good eye contact there between Curitin and Isiah. Curitin really pinned his man, posted him down low. Isiah saw it and took advantage of it.
Kenny Denard, who's fought and won a battle with cancer. Now his third year in the league, missed a year because he was sick. He is on the forward for Denver, the man from Duke. And Curitin completes the three-point play. He has 8. 1:17, 1:14, 11:02 to play in the game. Hanslick runs it down the lane, throws up an air ball. Denard can't hold the board. Rob Williams finds it. Left corner Hanslick, jumper from there, no. He can shoot jumpers all night if he likes. Tyler outlets to Isiah. Pull up in the paint. Nope. And Shays rebound. Nice outlet to Rob Williams. They are 3 on 2. Baseline to English, up and in.
Nice and easy.
119 to 114. 10 and a half to play in the game.
Switch hands. Switch.
Isiah lobbing it low to Curitin, and he is fouled by Denard.
And what the Pistons are trying to do right now is isolate Curitin on Denard, because that is, without a doubt, a mismatch. Key situation right now, George, that's a third foul already on the Nuggets. The Pistons really got to still take advantage of that.
Trying to clear it out for Isiah on the baseline. He misses. Curitin follows, blocked and pulled away. English looks at forecourt Hanslick. Bounce ahead to Denard, blocked from behind by Lambier and out of bounds.
Good play there defensively by both big guys. Shays blocks on one end and Lambier blocks on the other. Good job. What Denard did, I think, the reason he got that shot blocked is he didn't keep it into his body. And he exposed the ball, put it up in the air, and that allowed the defensive man the room to block the shot.
Hanslick goes in the right corner to Shays on top Denard. Baseline Williams back to foul line for English, and the jumper is going to be short. Tyler boards it. Up to Isiah, and the Pistons go to work with 9:48 left, down 5, 119, 114.
Unless they're going low, I don't know why they're running plays right now, because they can get almost anything they want against Denver.
John Long forces over Hanslick, no, and Lambier tries to follow, and he's hit.
Good job there by Billy, and that's the 4th foul on the Nuggets, and we got 9:36 left in the game. John Long misses one of the rare shots that he's missed tonight, but Billy Lambier, with very, very good position on the offensive glass, gets it and is fouled and is going to the line for 2.
Shays has his 3rd and is David said, that is the 4th team foul. Pistons don't have any. With 9:36 left, Pistons down 5. Lambeer at the line.
Now, offensively, George, what the Pistons must do, if they're going to run plays, everything's got to be down low. If they don't run plays down low, they really got to push the ball up court to put a lot of pressure on Denver.
Billy will send the second in a moment. He got it. 119-115. 9:30 left. Bernard on top against Lambeer. English goes to Issel, who's trying to be checked by Curitan. Big Dan down the baseline, and he's got some contact and a Piston foul. It's on Earl.
A little ball fake was what got Earl off balance. As soon as Issel got the ball, being the great offensive player that he's been all of his life, he gives a little pump ball fake right there that gives him that one step that he needs. He's 35 years old. He's been here 14 years, but he still knows how to get free offensively.
Probably knows just a little bit more than he can do even, but sometimes that'll help on it.
The old feet and the old body won't work with the mind sometimes.
Then you got to figure out another way, and I think he's done that pretty well. It's the first free throw and gets the second, splits the pair. It's a 5-point Denver lead. 120-115, 9:20 left. Isiah working against Williams. Sideline along. Back to Isiah, pump fake on Williams. Goes up the high glasser, coming down the lane. It's good.
Old hang shot there by Isiah Thomas. Good play.
3-point game now. Denver has the lead in the ball. Williams against Isiah. Top to English, to Hanslick. Well, they're moving it around well now. Bernard has it. Now to Issel, right of the lane, up and in. And Isiah hits the floor, but there'll be no call. There'll just be a hoop for Issel, who has 25. 8:48 to go. 122-117 Denver.
They've really got to try and make Denard. Good move there by Isiah off the pick, but they got to try and make either Hanslick or Denard shoot the ball.
Isiah got his 23rd and 24th point just now. Issel left the lane, blocked by Lambeer and Curitan, picked up by Isiah. Down the lane to the hole, knocks over Hanslick. He had his hand in the air, and he's going to the hole.
Good move as Isiah gets the ball on the break, keeps his head up all the way. And once he feels the contact by Rob Williams, even though he was way away from the basket, he continued on in, let you know that he's really matured. He knew he got fouled instead of passing off and not getting an attempt at the basket. Well, it would have been 1-1. That's the 5th foul. He went all the way in. He's going to get 2 free throws.
Isiah gets the foul on Williams, his 5th. Now we have Vandeweghe, Issel, Hanslick, English, and Evans out there for Denver. Isiah at the line misses. Don't forget the first 4,000 youngsters this Saturday. If they're 14 and under, get an action poster of Isiah. Compliments of Converse. Pistons and Celtics Saturday. Isiah Thomas poster. And Isiah misses another free throw. And as they scramble for the rebound, Lambeer gets the foul.
Free throws are hurting the Pistons this quarter,
Yeah,
George.
they are.
Yeah, they're shooting right around 50%, I believe, for this quarter.
And Denver calls a timeout. 8:21 left. The Nuggets lead 122-119. This is the Pistons Basketball Network. Just about the time we double-check to see if John Long had missed any shots. The scoring crew here in Denver, the official scoring crew, brought along a corrected sheet saying he was 9 for 13 in the first half. Those are the misses. You can still call the Piston offices at 338-4500 and get $3 off on a 1050 seat for the Saturday nighter against the Boston Celtics. Heck of a deal when the green comes in. 122-119. Salespeople on duty now. Denver with the lead. They try an alley-oop. Doesn't work. Here comes Isiah on the run. Isiah stop and go, dribble, drive, off the glass, good.
I'll tell you what, that young fella is a tough player. Just lulled the defense to sleep on a little stutter step, a little hesitation, and took it right back in.
Oh, it's a 1-point game, Dave. 122-121. As Vandeweghe pumps and goes by Curitan and misses. And Tyler rebounds. Terry looking for help, keeps the dribble. He is stripped from the blind side by Evans. What I was afraid of when he turned and looked the other way. Evans drives and lays it in.
Well, he was looking to give it up, but what he has to remember is pick it up, put it in both hands and protect it. That was a big play there by Mike Evans.
Isiah trying to spin on Evans or get a pick from Lambier. Takes him the lane, turn around, done. Good off the glass. What a play by Isiah.
Mike Evans is being introduced to one of the premier guards in the NBA today.
And Mike's just panting right now. He can't keep up with him. Isiah has 28.
I tell you, that was an awfully tough shot, but he's a great player. He's a great athlete.
1-point game. He can tie it, and he does. 2-Bit says he doesn't miss any more free throws the rest of the night either. He's missed more than he normally does, and he gets so tough down the stretch. 7:18 to play. We're tied at 124. English in the paint for Denver. Throws it up and in.
Well, that looks like it's a lucky shot, but that's a shooter's touch. Alex English. He's been doing it for years now, and can't attribute that to luck.
7:03 left. 126, 124 Denver. Isiah trying to get an Evans pick, rolls left after faking right to the hole, gets the foul.
It's a good call there by the official. Mike Evans, he's arguing, but there's no sense of arguing because he's getting eaten alive.
That's right.
Best thing he can do is be quiet and sit down.
Evans has 5, and Isiah with 29 points will go to the line.
He had a choice. He can argue about fouling him or let him go ahead and make the 2 points. Either way, I think he's going to get the 2.
Another free throw. Well, I put the whammy on him.
He's got to stick in there. He's got to stick in there and get a little more legs in it. He's playing a lot of minutes. He's tired. Now he goes down good.
Misses another, and this'll rebound. I hope those don't come back to haunt the Pistons. 6:50 left. Denver by 2. English working against Tyler on the wing. On top, Evans. Back to Issel. His long gun goes from the wing. Denver by 4. 6:38 left. 128, 124. Isiah left hands across the timeline.
One thing the Pistons are doing very well right now is isolating, playing the pick and roll.
Isiah going down the lane and scoops and misses.
Zone, I think.
We got a zone defense call against Denver. That's their first warning.
We have an illegal defense warning on number 23.
Tyler inbounds it to John Long. Over to Isiah. Handler switched on him. He'll take him to the paint, flies it up and in, and he had to go over Issel too, and he gets it anyway.
No matter how big they are, doesn't matter who's guarding him. When he's hot, he's hot.
128, 126. Pistons within 2 as English tries to spin. It's stolen by Isiah, restolen by Handler.
In the right place at the right
Sure
time.
was. Vandaway down the lane, and Isiah gets knocked over, but Vandaway gets the call. Or
He's calling that on Earl Curtis.
called on Earl. Nevertheless, Kiki gets the call and goes to the line.
Isiah was in pretty good position there on the help out, but Earl, out of position, used his arms to really kind of push Kiki and give him a little nudge right into Isiah.
Curtin just his second, Pistons third, and Kiki Vandaway scores again.
Well, Denver has a very good team in there right now, George.
Vandaway misses the second. He has 39 his season high. Isiah rebound. Pistons down 3. Isiah at the line. Fires no. Long gets great position on Dunn. Gets the rebound. Takes him away. Dump it down to Curtin with a miss. Earl follows, and is he hit? Vandaway fouls him.
That's a good play there by John Long. Earl missed the easy one inside, but he stuck with it, got it back, and it's fouled. John Long isolated after the offensive rebound. Got cut off in the middle, threw it right down. As Curtin was cutting down the middle, he got fouled on the shot and going to the line.
Earl gets the first, so it's a 2-point game. Yeah, they called it on T.R. Dunn. Vandaway's the one who fouled him. They're going to change it now, I believe. Well, Borgia and Hall are talking it over, and we got a timeout. 5:42 to play in the game. 129, 127 Denver. This is the Pistons Basketball Network. Piston attendance has skyrocketed this season. They're averaging 13.5, ranking 5th in all of the NBA. They expect their 3rd straight crowd of over 20,000 Saturday when the Celtics come to the Silverdome. You can call 338-4500 now and save $3 on a 1050 seat. Curran misses the second free throw. 129-127. Back come the Nuggets. Vandeweghe fires, fills it. It's now 131-127. 5.5 left.
Boy, you can't give him any room at all.
Lambier works between the circles. Issel backs off. Right of the lane to Isiah. Hanslick in to try and check him. Duke is going to come back for the final 5. Isiah gets in the corner to Tyler after a pass to Curran, and Terry gets it down.
This quarter, George, each team really is shooting the same. 7 for 13, 54%. So the Pistons really are starting to pick up the pace, but they've got to do a little better at the free throw line.
131-129. 4:54 left. Vandeweghe over Curran, and it counts.
Now the official blew the whistle. I want to see what he does here.
They blew the whistle for illegal defense, did he not, or for a foul away? Then after that,
he was saying no basket. Now he changes his mind and says the basket is good. Disregard the first call.
Is that what he said?
Yep.
He's a beauty.
That's 43 for Vandeweghe.
Back we come. Call or not. I hope the regular officials are enjoying their sit-ups this week. They ought to be back at work. They got their money. 4:44 left. John Long comes down the left, fires it up over Dunn, and he's fouled.
Dunn's asking for some help that he's not going to get because he surely fouled John on that.
Dunn is just fouled out.
Hanslick's in trouble. No, let's see. Evans he's got 5, and I'm wondering if he's the guy got to come back in. They got to go right at him. And the fans are giving Dunn a hand. I don't know whether they're glad he's sitting down or what, because he gave up a bundle tonight.
John Long at the line. Not a basketball left. It's a 4-point Denver lead with 4:41 to play. John's had a great one. And he hits the first free throw. 133 to 130.
I don't know John's all-time high with the Pistons, George, but he's got to be getting very close to it.
He could be sneaking up on it. We'll check his high. His second free throw goes. 133, 131.
I hate to say it, but defense is going to win this game.
Right now, Pistons got to get up tight on Denver. Livingston's back in the game, so is Kelly. With 5 fouls, but really figured it's now or never. English foul line over Livingston, misses. And right now, we got a Livingston foul.
That's English missed the whole basket, and I think Joe Borgia reacted to that. It's kind of tough angle from where I'm sitting to see whether or not Cliff really fouled him, but I don't think Borgia was in a good position either. At any rate, because the ball drew nothing but air, a foul was called, and that's the 6th foul on Cliff Livingston.
John Long's career high is 41, by the way, so he is within striking distance with 4:23 to play. 133, 131. Denver has the lead. English at the line, and he hits the first free throw. English has 23. English has 24. 135, 131. 4:20 left.
Can't afford to trade baskets. I want to see the pick and roll right here.
Isiah loops it down low to Lambier, gets it back to Tripucka, goes back to Billy with a 10 on the clock, turn around, initial air ball, knocked out of bounds by the Pistons.
Too much congestion down low. Too many players right in that one little area, George, and nobody had any freedom to move.
Hanslick sends it to Evans and gets it back. English takes Curran baseline and guns and gets it. Now it's Denver by 6, 137, 131. 3:50 left. An important trip down for the Pistons. Isiah with the ball against Evans to Curran. Foul to Tripucka. Nice pass, low to Lambier. Foul from behind by Issel as he turns and misses.
Danny got his head down and he's disagreeing, but he knows he fouled. Body, arms, everything. He made the mistake of letting Billy get a very, very good position down low, and he's behind him, and there's nothing he can do with it.
3:40 left. The Pistons trying to do something about a 6-point Denver lead. Lambier gets the first free throw. 137, 132. He has 15.
George, they got to stop Denver a couple times down the floor. Denver's smart. They're going to keep the ball in the hands of that front line, which is devastating.
The second is a miss, and Issel boards it. It's a 5-point lead for the home team with 3.5 left. Evans with the basketball. Holding it high, and now away from the ball, we got a Piston foul. It's on Curitan.
Right there, he knew English. If he got the ball down in the paint area, he was at his mercy. So trying to keep him from getting down where he wanted to go, he pushed off, and English is going to the line 1+ the penalty with a score 137-132 in favor of the Denver Nuggets.
And Alex misses the first free throw. Pistons can use every miss by the Nuggets, and they get one there. He doesn't miss the second, so it's a 6-point lead. 138-132. 3:25 to play. Isiah to forecourt. Looking to Long. Back to Isiah. 3 on the left is Pachuca. Fires, fills it. Kelly with an important hoop. He has 18. It's now a 4-point game. Now let's see what they can do about checking it. English on top against Curitan. Right side Issel. Lambier flying at him. Misses. Long rebound.
Got to get it to the middle of the court right now so he can have his options.
Yeah, loops the baseline right to Cooper. They get on him. Vandaway in his face, and Kelly gets it down.
Kelly moved his feet on that, really trying to get himself squared over the basket, and the fans reacted to it.
And it's 138-136. The Pistons back to within 2:49 left. Timeout Denver on the Pistons Basketball Network. Universal Mall is sponsoring a Pistons Christmas Wish Contest. Fans can go to any Universal Mall store and pick up an entry form, and in 30 words or less, tell what you would like to put under the Pistons Christmas tree. The most creative entry will win a 3-day, 2-night trip to Los Angeles. The winner will receive airfare via Delta, lodging, and tickets to the Pistons-Lakers game. So stop by any Universal Mall store located at 12 in DeQuinder and Warren at the end of the day. Denver's ball, 2:44 left. They're up 2. English on top. The Vandaway way out. Fires no. Might have been out of range if that's possible, and Curitan rebound.
Big rebound. Pretty good defense right there by the Pistons, too.
It was. Isiah now against Evans. The Pistons can tie with 2:28 left. We are at Denver against a high-scoring Nuggets. John Long off a pick on the left, guns it, gets it over Haslett.
Good play there. Good play by the Pistons.
John has 37. We're tied at 138, 2:14 to play. Hanslick way out against Pachuca. Goes right of the lane to Vandaway, working against John Long. Baseline English, pass is good. Curitan jumped out past him. 140-138 Denver. 2:01 left.
That's too bad, because John Long on a mismatch with Kiki did an outstanding job.
He did. Isiah working the wing against Evans. Right of the lane, Kelly knocked away, and he's fouled. Hanslick got him. Said he got all ball, but he got some skin, too.
Old Notre Dame guy.
Trapuka's trying to squeeze some life back into his hand, and Hanslick saying, I never touched it. Maybe they're both active. Trivia question number 3 for that London trip coming up, so stay with us. But stay with us for the basketball. The Pistons are within 1 with 1:50 left. Kelly with a clutch free throw as he hits the first. Here's the second. Doesn't go. Evans rebound. Up to Hanslick.
That's who you want to shoot it.
Vandaway goes to Issel. Now they go to Evans. For English, knocked out of bounds by Curitan. Whistle and a foul on Earl.
Well, I think it was a decent call led by the official. Earl once again got bad position playing behind Alex English. He just can't afford to do it.
Just a reminder about the super home games coming up. The Celtics Saturday, the next Tuesday. The Dallas Mavericks with the second leading scorer in the league, Mark Aguirre. And also Michigan Stater Jay Vincent. 23rd, the night before Christmas. It's the Doctor and Moses and the Sixers. The free throw goes for English, 141-139. Minute and 41 left. Gets the second, and now Denver's up 3 with a minute and 41 to play. 142, 139. Isiah to forecourt. Lambier takes the ball and directs traffic. To Kelly, now to Isiah on top. Shot clock at 12. Backing down on Evans, but getting help is Evans from Hanslick, but Isiah scoops it and hits it anyway.
And stop me going right, I'll go left. Stop me from going over, I'll go under. Isiah Thomas.
33 for Isiah, David, a 1-point game, 142, 141. English gets a pick from Hanslick. English gets 2 more.
You gotta, excuse me, George, but you gotta bump him before he gets to where he's gonna go.
144, 141, and the Pistons take a timeout. 1:07 left. We'll keep it right here as we get set for the final minute or so of what's now a 3-point game, Denver.
I tell you what, Isiah in this second half has really put together some offensive moves, playing extremely well. And he did a whole 360 in that sequence there and got the basket. But what the Pistons got to do, George, right now, they've got to know whoever is guarding either Hanslick or Evans has to double team. And the forwards really got to play extremely hard, play defense before the ball gets to one of the offensive forwards. Because if you can, you're not going to stop the guy from catching the ball, but you got to make him catch the ball out of his shooting range. And right now, all of the front line is catching the ball where they can do something with it. You got to make them put it down so that your guards can come back, slough off, help out, get hands in, and worry the offensive player. Try and make Hanslick or Evans beat us is what we've got to do.
Let's sell some tickets, huh? 338-4500 is that Piston telephone number, David, and salespeople are standing by right now. Go to the phone. You can get $3 off a $10.50 ticket to see the Pistons and the Boston Celtics on Saturday night at the Dome. Stick around here with a minute and 7 left. We got a 3-pointer in a shootout like we expected out here in Colorado. 144-141 Denver.
Maybe you expected that. I thought it was going to be one of those tough defensive games.
As a special thank you to Piston fans who have turned out in record numbers, the Pistons will be giving out at the next 3 home games gift certificates good for $5 off on any ticket for Monday through Thursday games the rest of the season. Get your gift certificate to the next 3 home games.
Georgia Pistons really need to score right here on this possession. They can't afford not to score and give the ball up to Denver, and Denver scores.
Papuka goes to Long, who goes to Isiah, who is double teamed. He goes baseline anyway, flies up the jumper, fills it up. Isiah with ice water in his veins, and the clutch makes it a 1-pointer. He has 35. 144, 133, 55 seconds to play. English has it on the wing against Curitin. Hanslick gets knocked down by Trapuka, no call. Evans
keeping in Hanslick and Evans' hands. That's what they got to do.
But now it's in English's hands with 7 on the clock. Pick from Issel. Dump back on the pick and roll to Issel. He's fouled. No shot. Isiah with a foul. Issel helps Isiah off the floor. Offers to anyway with 40 seconds to play.
Even though the foul was committed there, the Pistons played, I think, pretty good defense in that sequence. Isiah did what he was supposed to do. Came from the weak side and helped out. There maybe a split second too late. Therefore, he got the foul call against him, and Issel backs out of there.
Guy goes back to Adolph Rupp at Kentucky.
Maybe before that.
He has got a few pressure free throws in his time when the first one goes. 145, 143 Denver, 40 seconds left.
Remember, you speak of Adolph Rupp, one of the great names in college basketball. Remember him.
The second free throw, but the rebound is tapped back out to him. And now with 34 seconds left, the Pistons are down 2. Denver's got the ball.
I should come back to haunt him right there.
English, top of the key against Curitin. Goes off to Hanslick to Vandeweghe. Turnaround gun. No over long. Curitin's got the rebound. 20 seconds left. And the Pistons will call timeout.
That was not a good shot right there, I don't think.
No.
You know, he's hot. He's been playing extremely well, but the clock really, the 24-second clock was not running down. He probably could have worked the ball around for another 4 or 5 seconds and gotten a little better shot.
Let's give a special thanks tonight to our TV remote facilities people and our crew from KWGN TV in Denver. Our director is Lou Personette. Our statistician, by the way, tonight, Arlen Freeblood. And CTC, the easy computer method of buying Piston tickets, is now called Ticket World. Get tickets at any price range the easy way at any one of the over 40 Ticket World locations throughout southeastern Michigan.
George, the textbook play right here is going to be interesting. With 20 seconds to go in the game, the Pistons down by 2 with the ball. Obviously, they got to score to put this thing into an overtime or get a three-pointer and try and win it. But if they score too soon, then that could be a problem also, because if there's more than 5 or 6 seconds left on the clock when they score, then Denver's going to have a chance to win the game. So it's going to be an interesting situation to see how they run this offensive series.
20 seconds showing on the clock. The scoreboard shows plenty of points. 145 to 143 is our score. That's 288. This is the second year for the Pistons Backcourt Club, a booster club of Pistons season and many season ticket holders to join the club and get in on the Backcourt Club activities called the Piston offices. All kinds of noise in Denver. Lambier and Puritan and Long and Isaiah and Tripucka for the Pistons against Issel and English, Evans, Hanslick, and Vandeweghe for Denver. The Pistons have the ball, trailing by 2, 20 seconds left.
Execution is going to be the key. They've got to execute this play right.
Kelly will inbound. Vandeweghe trying to stop the throw-in. Gets it to Isaiah near midcourt, nearly fouled by Evans.
They're going with a pick and roll.
14 seconds left. Isaiah still on top. Back by Hanslick. Comes back down left to lane. Baseline for the jumper. Over the hole. No Lambier follows. Hits from behind by English. With 6 seconds to play, he'll go to the line.
Borgia really wasn't sure after he blew the whistle whether he did the right thing. Now, English, I think, blocked the ball clean with his hand, but it may have been a foul down low with the body. Isaiah drives baseline going left, tries to force contact, gets it up, misses. Lambier does a good job. Looked like it could have been a good block, George. I don't know, but we need all the breaks we can get. Billy has to score these 2 free throws, though, and he misses.
Oh, he pulled it way short on the first one. Let's pause 10 for a station ID. This is the Pistons Basketball Network.
The Pistons may have to wind up fouling as soon as the ball comes in if Billy makes this shot.
They call a timeout instead. We have 6 seconds to play. It's still 145 to 143, and the Pistons have called a timeout. Another big man in, Richard Anderson at 6'10", to go with Issel at 6'9". Hanslick is 6'7". And Lambier will go to the line. Boy, it is noisy in Colorado. He bangs it off the iron. Isaiah rebounds up and in with 4 seconds to play. Wow.
That play was set up very well by Coach Chuck Daly. I think he caught them all by surprise.
We'll be right back with the final 4 seconds of this one on the Pistons Basketball Network. Holy shit! George Blaha and David Bing welcoming you back to Denver, Colorado. Isaiah Thomas rebounded an intentional missed free throw by Bill Lambier. Went in the trees and got it to fall, and we're tied at 145.
I'll tell you what, George, you really got to take your hat off to Chuck Daly on that.
Great
really
call.
yeah, very, very great call. That's one of the things that I don't think anybody in this place was ready for it.
And now Denver will get it at half court, but they get a full 4, and they got some people who can fill it up from long range.
And let's watch Kiki in particular.
Hanslick to Evans. Evans jumper. No, he fakes it. Goes to Issel on top. This is it. If it goes, it doesn't go. And we got overtime in Denver. Issel misses at the horn, and at the end of regulation, our score: the Pistons 145. And the Denver Nuggets 145. This is the Pistons Basketball Network. And we got one going. should have won. Now they're in a situation again where they've gone to the wire and come out, this time tied, after holding Denver in the final 4 seconds, thanks to a Dan Issel miss on a well-conceived play. Went to the top of the key. Issel can score from there, but he just plain missed.
And what they're doing, Denver that is, Doug Moe, they've taken Dan Issel out. They're probably going to rest him for a minute or two and bring him in for the stretch run the last 3 minutes or so.
Shays goes in at center with jump center to start the overtime. Shays brings the tip to John Wall and the ball. They're going to play 5 more in Denver. 145 is our score.
Put it off the side, Jay. John!
Up the draw. The heel, no good English. It comes to Evans to Vanderway. They work it to English. Got the ball to Shays. It was knocked away from the blind side by Isiah. And we got a call. It is on Isiah.
And Isiah did the same thing that he was supposed to do, coming from the weak side. He's been the only guy that's really done that. There's a good pick there by Shays. And Isiah came in from the weak side. Looked like he may have gotten ball, but once again, the officials are right on the play, and they call a foul. Shays hits the first one.
Danny Shays' free throw makes it 146-145. He has 5. 4:31 to play in overtime. He has another. So it's 147-145 Denver. Isiah right hands the forecourt against Evans. Goes on the wing of the Puritan. English gives him a lot of room. High post to Lampier. Cross court to Tyler. His jumper goal.
That play surprised me. I didn't think they'd go to a jumper to Tyler in that situation, but he didn't let him down. Nothing but the bottom.
Right. 4:07 left. Tied at 147. Again, most of the rebound by Jay. Down low, Vanderway. Shipped away and scored.
Good play there by Danny Shays. On the offensive rebound, Pistons relaxed. Vanderway kept moving and got the easy pass to the way out.
He only has 45. Tyler up and in over Vanderway. Terry's got it going now, and that helps. 149-149. They got to play some defense now. 3:40 to play in overtime. English against Stewart. Goes to Jay. English, but he turns, fires, and throws it over Cherokee.
Tough shot there. What the Pistons got to do is sag off Handley, Shays, and Evans. The guys that they really got to keep from getting the ball and overplay is Vanderway and English.
3:16 to go in overtime. 151-149 Denver. He's still in the paint. He's still on Isiah. This is the shot, but Lampier got the rebound. Back it goes to Terry. Back to Isiah. Between the foot. Plays 24. 3:05 to play in 02.
To be the pick and roll here.
Isiah got Lampier out high to set a pick. Cross court to Tyler. His jumper kicked off the line.
Too bad. Denver did a good job defensively there. They ran Hanslick at Isiah, so he had to pass the ball.
Evans inbounds to Hanslick, goes to Vanderway right down the baseline. Over Tyler's fingers, misses, and Puritan rebound. That's Isiah behind the back. Now drive by Hanslick, and Evans. What a play by Isiah. He has 39. It's 151-151.
Just an average night's work for him.
I guess so. 2.5 to play in OT. Hanslick has the basketball, goes on top to English, pump fake, and a move on Puritan.
Sometimes it makes me wonder, George, with a head foul. You know who's got to get the ball.
153-151. 2:12 to play in overtime. Isiah with the basketball and 11 on the clock. Goes in the paint to Tyler. Turn around. No, but there's a whistle.
Good play there. Vanderway hits him on the elbow. Terry's going for the line. He's going to the line shooting 2. 153-151. Nuggets, 2:05 left in overtime.
That is Vanderway's third person, so he's in no danger. Kapuka, who is in danger with 5, is about to come back in, and Tyler goes for the line. Perry gets nothing but net on his first. 153-152. Off the iron, rebound Shea. with 1:50 to play in overtime. Isaiah looks against Evans. Pistons down 3 in overtime in Denver. Isaiah down the lane. Look on the run up the high glass. No, Hanslick rebounds it. Well, Lambier had about 2/3 of the position underneath, but no other Piston had any, and Hanslick got there. And now Denver's up 3 with the ball. They're going to have to play in overtime.
How about a little bit of time right now? That's all timeout right here.
157, 152. We'll be back in a moment. 1:24 to play in overtime. Denver 157. The Pistons 152. This is the Pistons Basketball Network. Wahan, Dave Bing with some of the superstars of the NBA, certainly some of the super scorers. We've had some excellent individual nights here. Overtime in Denver, the Pistons and the Denver Nuggets, 157, 152 is our score. Don't forget that third trivia question is still coming up.
George, some unbelievable shooting from the field for Detroit in this last quarter in the overtime period, I believe. Detroit's 14 of 22 in the last quarter for 64%. Denver's 12 of 22 for 55%. Free throws was atrocious, though. 47% for Detroit and 67% for Denver.
Pistons down 5, 1:24 to play in overtime. Computer triggers to Isaiah. Thinking about a three-pointer, throws it up to the top. Oh, no, tapped up, no by Colbert, back up, and he is hit, and he misses. A minute and 18 to play in overtime. 157, 152. Salespeople still at the Piston offices to take those orders since we're in overtime. But they left off a 10:50 Saturday night. Madeline Hazy mans the phone.
Miss right there by Colbert. And the OT 71%. And there's another miss.
Lambier had the rebound, but is pulled away by Vandeweghe. Isaiah ties up Vandeweghe. 1:16 to play in overtime. It's Denver by 5. The jump at the Piston foul line. Denver takes a timeout. 1:57, 1:52. They lead it to 1:16 showing on the clock in overtime. This is the Pistons Basketball Network. Here's our third and final trivia question. 3 people who answer tonight's questions will qualify for the drawing Saturday night to win a 6-day, 5-night trip to London, England. Staying at the Sheraton Heathrow and flying on British Airways. Mail the answers to all 3 questions to the Piston offices. They must be received by Saturday at noon. Trivia question number 3 is, what is the Pistons' all-time largest crowd? What's the biggest Piston crowd in history at home?
George, in the OT, field goal percentage, 5 for 7, 71% for Denver, 2 for 2 from the line. The Pistons, 3 for 7, 43%, 1 for 2 from the line. Great individual performances tonight. Kiki Vandeweghe, 47 points. English, 37. Isaiah, 39 points with 15 assists so far, and John Long at 37 points. Seen it all.
Vandeweghe jumps Isaiah. Isaiah really tapped the ball, but English control. Stripped away, picked up by Lambier. Down to Colbert up the high glass door. 1:57, 1:54, and Isaiah falls on English and on Evans in back court and holds him down.
He pinned him. I think he's going to call it on Isaiah.
Isaiah gets his 5th.
I'll tell you, this is crazy. Colbert makes the basket, and after the basket, and Isaiah was trying to give the foul.
Finally got it. With a minute and 6 now to play in overtime. Just a 3-point game. 1:57, 1:54.
Doug Moe is up off the bench trying to get an explanation from the officials as to what's going on.
But English comes down and shoots a must be a technical foul on Isiah.
I don't know. Really need an explanation.
158, 154, and away from the ball foul.
And why did English shoot? I don't understand why English shot the foul.
Hanslick inbounds to Vanderway, goes to Evans. They'll just try to run it down there with a minute left. When Isiah took the ball from the official, that may have been a technical. But they didn't shoot any free throws. I don't think that's the case. Crazy shot. Yeah. Evans throws up a crazy jumper. We got a crazy 45 to play. 4-point game. Need the three-pointer. Isiah from the top for three. Hits through. 158, 157. You ever seen one like this? 38 seconds to play. And Tolbert gets a foul on English in backcourt.
Tolbert's upset with himself right now, but it may not be that bad of a foul.
Right.
You know, the English got to hit both of them. That'll put them 3 points up and give it to Isiah again. A lot of pressure to put on him. That was his 42nd point.
We have 37 seconds to play. We have a 1-point game. An astronomical score up there, 158, 157.
Yes, it is. But we knew it was going to be a battle coming in, and it winds up being a very good foul.
English misses the first free throw, folks.
George, I hope this isn't a double overtime, I tell you. I started out early this morning out here. This time change got me.
Well, at least one thing, you can't fall asleep with a wild one like this. Here's English's second. He got that one, so it's a 2-point game. 37 seconds left to play, and the Pistons are calling a timeout. Time for us to tell you that Madeline Hazy is still standing by with the rest of the salespeople at the Piston offices at 338-4500 to take your ticket orders for Saturday night. You get $3 off, you know, on a 1050 seat to see the Celtics. Isiah Thomas is such an incredible competitor, Dave. There are moments when he is such a competitor that maybe what he does, he wishes later that he wouldn't do. But not tonight. He has been everywhere, done everything. He wants to win so badly.
I agree with you. He's a joy to watch. Not only does he have talent, but it's obvious that he enjoys playing the game. And fundamentally, I know he came up from Chicago, grew up in Chicago. He went down and played with Bobby Knight for a couple of years. The young man is so fundamentally sound. He does everything well. I don't think he gets enough credit, in my opinion. You know, everybody's talking about the superstar status that he's achieved in such a short period of time. But, you know, you can be a superstar because you can score points or because you got statistics or whatever. The young fella plays the whole game. You know, as an ex-player, I really enjoy seeing him play, and I can't say that about a lot of players, and I don't say that because he's in a Detroit uniform and I'm here doing the color, but I really enjoy seeing him play, and I'm very glad he's in Detroit.
Well, I know one thing. The two greatest guards ever to play for the Pistons are in this building, and the greatest is sitting here, but the young fella's done some magnificent things already just in his third season.
Yes, he has. He's going to get the ball again right here, too. It's got to be in his hands.
This right now is the second highest scoring game in NBA history.
I know somebody scored 170-some points years ago. Whether it was Boston or whether it was Philadelphia, I don't know. But that could be one of your other trivias.
Yeah, for some other time. They're a long way behind the San Antonio-Milwaukee game, which was 337 points, 316 in here. Capucci inbound for Lambeer, gets it back. Kelly on a double team, fires it up off the glass. Yes! We are tied at 1:59 with 31 seconds left.
Should be a timeout right here so that Denver can set up and get something easy.
Hanslick working against Long. 25 seconds to play in overtime. We're tied at 1:59. A 20-second timeout taken by Denver. Just a reminder about the Super Home games coming up. Boston Saturday, Dallas on Tuesday with Mark McGuire and Jay Vincent. Then Friday, the Doctor and Moses. Friday, that is the 23rd. Doctor and Moses and the 76ers. But this road trip has been, David, and I know you haven't seen the first three, very, very exciting. Nothing like this, but there've been some good, well-played, exciting basketball games, starting with the Golden State game. It's the Pistons dropped by just one.
One of the important things on a trip like this, obviously you want to come back winning. You don't want to get shut out. But I think the coaching staff has to be somewhat satisfied with the way the guys are playing. They're competitive. They've been competitive in every game, but they still have to get better defensively.
20 seconds to play in this one. All even at 1:59. 20 seconds to play in overtime, that is. Just 8 on the Denver shot clock. Now 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the clock. Issel sets the free, and he misses. The Pistons have 5 seconds to play now. Isiah wants to go to the hole, does, and scores. They run it off.
That's the right call. It is the right call. I heard the horn sound before it left his hand. I hate to say it, but it's the right call.
We're going to have to play another overtime.
2 seconds. Those of you watching the telecast can see it. The clock is now at 0, and he still has the ball.
Oh, my. We'll stay here. 159 is our score after one overtime. We'll be right back on the Pistons Basketball Network. Well, as we start overtime number 2, you're now watching and listening to the second largest scoring game in NBA history. Chuck Daly made a magnificent call to give the Pistons a chance to send this thing to overtime. Early on, when he had Lambier miss a free throw intentionally, Isiah got it back up and in, but that seems like a lifetime ago. We're set to start the second OT.
I think the coaches got together and wanted to make these officials work a little harder tonight, that's all.
Shays is in at center for Denver. Colbert jumps for the Pistons, and it's out of bounds, and the Pistons get first possession.
Once again, Doug Moore is taken out. Old Man River. Dan Issel was saving for the last 3 minutes.
Trapuka inbounds to Isiah. Gets back. Back it comes to Shuttle. Fires it up. Throws it up. Great clutch jumper, and it's 161-159. Pistons. Trapuka with 25. Danny Shays goes to the hole, runs over Kelly and misses.
Oh, I don't know about that. Kelly.
Is this a Trapuka foul? No, it's a Lambier foul.
I don't know if that was a good call or not.
Might have been. Billy was moving. Kelly was not. Shays hit them both. 4:44 left in the second overtime. Pistons by 2. Shays at the line. They get the Pistons by 1. 161-160.
Danny Shays out of Syracuse, son of a great all-time All-Pro Dolph Shays. I saw Danny as a high school player and on into his collegiate career at Syracuse. Really has come around to be a pretty decent player. Thought he'd never really pan out.
Another free throw there. It's tied. John Long leans from the right, but that's the one go. And Vandeweghe lost the rebound. Trapuka fouls it, and he fills it up off the glass. Pistons by 2.
Great hustle there by Trapuka.
Evans trying to hurry up the forecourt. It was great. They go to Hanslick with the basketball. Shot clock at 15. The Shays on top. Cross-court Vandeweghe. He's 22 away. Over Kelly. Missed it. Great position there for English. Right back up and in. Nobody home underneath except Lambier. 163-163.
Ray Tobin's got to do a little better job.
I guess so.
Body positioning.
41 for English. Denver in a hurry. Hanslick to English. 3:48 to play.
3 seconds!
Long run right lane. Got it. 165-163.
Denver's not wasting any time. They get the ball back in the forecourt. They're looking at the basket.
Down long with a pitch from Colbert, and English shoves Colbert back in the wall. Shot clock at 15. Isiah fires it up over Evans' goal. position with the rebound, shot over him to Hanslick. And now Denver's got the ball on a 2-point lead. Evans looks between the circles. English against Colbert. Back to Evans. He can feel it. He's hot. He does it, and he's out of range, and Colbert rebound.
Pistons need to score here, George.
Isiah will work against Evans. Isiah to Colbert.
Trapuka gets credit for the 2, but Lambier gives him assist with a very, very nice pick.
165, 165. Are you ready for this? 2:40 to play in the second overtime. Henry backing down on Colbert. And hitting the floor, Lambier and Shays, they were tangled up. No foul is called. 2:30 to play in the second overtime. Denver by 2. Pistons are tired. Boy, could he shoot them when they count.
Kelly's not tied.
He isn't. You're right. He has 31. We're tied at 167 with 2:10 to play in the second overtime. And the way goes on the line to Evans on top of the steal by Colbert. English falls. He might have traveled.
That's a good act right there by Alex English. He really hadn't beat Ray Colbert that bad, but he tripped. He wasn't on balance. And once again, because he is who he is, the officials give him the call.
We have 2:04 to play in the second overtime. Colbert's fourth, the team's second. Nothing on the Nuggets here in the second OT. Free pitch in the penalty.
Let Kelly know that he's clear.
And away goes, and a clear out against Kelly and gets it off the glass. He got a buff too. Trapuka's lucky he didn't get his sixth foul.
That's lack of communication. The fat man got to tell Kelly he's cleared out. Then Kelly has got to force the play where he's got help.
Kelly baseline left, the pump fake, draws contact, guns it. No.
Goodbye. Goodbye. That's the 6th on Evans. And Kelly forced the contact. I don't blame Mike Evans for being upset, but the officials have made some tough calls all night long.
Evans fouls out. Denver leads 169-167.
Tough situation there as Rob Williams comes off the bench. He hasn't played probably for the last 25 minutes, so he's a little cold, I'm sure. The Pistons should go right at it.
Kelly can make this the highest scoring NBA game ever if he gets both free throws.
Depend on it.
Got the first one.
Depend on it.
And he can tie the game, which is much more important. It's 169-168. The second on the way for Kelly Trapuka. Got it. You were right, Dave Bing. It's 169-169. And you are watching and listening to the highest scoring game ever played in the NBA.
They got to overplay English and they're going to keep the ball out of their hands, sag off, and everybody else will make sure we make the ball. Pretty good play there.
English tries to get it down to Shays, knocked out of bounds by Lambier with 5 on the shot clock.
This is a very, very important defensive series here. 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Hanslick inbounds, English baseline jumper. No! Trapuka rebound!
That's a good defensive play there by Isiah Thomas, who came from behind English, bothered him.
And Isiah will whip the basketball against Rob Williams, who's cold but at least not tired.
You got to give it to Kelly. There it is.
Back to Kelly. Kelly guns it. It is off the glass. No! And Hanslick rebounds it. A minute to play in the second OT. 169 our score. Hanslick on goal for Denver. Off the iron. No to John Wall. The Pistons looking about a 4-on-3 break. John down the way. Right corner. Open is Trapuka. There fires. Knows it. Pistons 171 and Denver 169.
They need a timeout so they can get the Issel in the game, but I don't know if that's all that important right there because he's cold.
And even Trapuka is exhausted. We got a timeout with 41 seconds to play in the second overtime. The Pistons 171, Denver 169. This is the Pistons Basketball Network. at Rocky Mountain High in Denver, Colorado tonight. 171-169. The Pistons lead the Denver Nuggets. This is the highest scoring game ever in the NBA. We have 41 seconds to play in the second overtime Nuggets ball.
That's great. They're in the history books.
Hanslick inbounds to Rob Williams, almost knocked out of bounds slickly by Isiah. But Jess Hall finally saw that Isiah touched it last. Inbounds pass goes to Issel, who is back in the game.
Got to burn some time off the clock.
And on the floor in the paint is English. And Issel throws it up after that and gets the basket. It won't count, but we are going to get a Pistons foul. Rebuker's out and third kill's on. For defensive purposes, and third kill gets the foul.
Right now, that was a foul to give. Now, the Pistons got to make sure that they run about 10 or 15 seconds off the clock. They've got to play good defense for that long so that they can get control of the ball for the last shot to win it or to put it into another overtime.
Williams goes to Issel. Back it goes to Williams. 16 in their shot clock, 27 seconds to play in the second OT. Williams' shot is up and it's short, and Hanslick and third kill are tied up now, and they'll jump it up. We have 24 seconds to play in the second OT. Also, there'll be 24 in the shot clock.
And the Pistons really need control of the ball right here. Control of the ball, they can win the game, I think.
And third kill, out jump Hanslick.
He's better.
We'll see. Hanslick wins the tap easily. Out to Williams.
I don't know if they're going to take a quick shot or not.
They don't have a shot clock, and Long knocks it away from Hanslick, but we got a whistle and a foul. That may be just as well.
Yes, it is. Just the point I'm getting ready to make. Even if he makes both of them, the Pistons got 17 seconds to either win the game or send it into a third overtime. I tell you what, these guys are going to need a lot of oxygen after this game, George. I tell you what, they're going to sleep well if they sleep at all.
Hanslick hasn't scored tonight, David.
Now, he's a pretty good free throw shooter. I'm just trying to wish bad luck on him, man.
Nothing but net on the first try, so it's 171. 170.
Good substitution right here to get Kelly back in the game. Third kill will probably come out. They got to keep the ball in either Isiah or Chakuka's hands.
Pistons still have them. 171, 170. Hanslick second. And they don't have them anymore. We're tied at 171. The Pistons will talk it over. We'll be right back. 17 seconds to play. When we come back, the Pistons will have the ball. We're tied at 171. Do you believe it in Denver? This is the Pistons Basketball Network.
Well, they never had a chance to win it. They got time and all. They got to run it down. Somebody, the referees will decide the game or they're going to make it clear. If they were the regular refs, you probably wouldn't get much of a call unless it was late. Who knows what these guys will do? They got to go. I would really clear and set. I'd go with the pick and roll. And the very last minute, I get there and get out of there so they can't double team Isiah. You got to go to the basket. Don't run a jump shot. You got to go to the basket. Even if it's an offensive foul, you got to go to the basket.
George Blaha with Dave Bing and the Pistons and the Nuggets, 17 seconds. They've already made history. The highest scoring game in the history of the NBA, and the Pistons got a nice shot at a win. They have the ball with 17 seconds to play in the second OT. That is shoved by Issel, but they don't call it.
They got to take the last shot of the game. They got it in the right guy's hands. Then they got to clear it out and let him go to the basket.
7 seconds now. Now 6, now 5, now 4. 171. The Pistons and Nuggets after 2 OTs. This is the Pistons Basketball Network. You're getting some basketball for your money tonight. You get a good deal for your money come Saturday night, too. Call the Piston offices now, 338-4500, and get $3 off a 1050 seat to see the Celtics. Madeline Hazley and the rest of her salespeople are on duty. Call right now, 338-4500. We're starting the third overtime with the largest point total score in the history of the NBA.
George, you know, I don't mind working, but this is ridiculous. I don't think I work this hard when I play.
We start OT number 3, tied at 171. George Blaha and Dave Biggs. Happy to keep you up late. And the Pistons scramble for first possession. Which way does it go?
The Pistons ball.
Shea jumped Puritan, and after a scramble, the Pistons get it. Isaiah's out, Kenny Johnson's out with long. Puritan, Tyler, and Lambeer, they rest for Puka, too. English and Shays up front for Denver. The Pistons get it up front, and Tyler scores over English, and the Pistons lead 173-171. Nuggets have hands over Rob Williams in the backcourt. Richard Anderson goes right along the meters with his hand to the foul line, cross court to Williams, back on top to English, starting down the lane on Murray, got a hand on the shot, but it fell anyway. That's the shooter's choke. He's got 45. Vandeway's got 49. It's 173-173. Every time number 3. 4:16 to play. Vinny on the baseline. Vinny Johnson. Bounce down low to Shea. Partially blocked by Tyler. And Terry hits the floor. And we got a whistle and a Tyler foul. Right now, I see him raising his hand. I think he wants to come out for a breather. I tell you what, George, you got to admire these guys because, you know, I'm biased in my opinion, obviously, but I think basketball players are the best athletes out of all professional athletes because it takes so much. You know, you're talking about strength, endurance, quickness, agility, and the ability. And these guys here tonight at Mile High playing the 4th game of the road trip. 3 overtime. Unbelievable. It is incredible. And Danny Shays, who scored all of his at the line, makes it 174-173. Denver 175-173. Hits the second two. 4 minutes to play in the third overtime with the largest scoring lead in the history of the NBA. Terry Tyler, the foul line, double to the Pistons, throws it upward, tied again, 175. Rush up for Denver, gets off the stage, he does walk the ball, and hand it out of English. Now on the wing, Williams down the baseline, English, double in, up and goes on, rebound, back up with 3.5 left to play in the third 0-2. Everybody's tired. John Long included. John gets it to Tyler. Side of the lane. Long gun. No, and the rebound is ripped down by Anderson. And now with Denver up 2, they come on the attack. 177 to 175. 3:10 to play in the third overtime. Anderson against Puritan. Pass in the corner for English, knocked out of bounds. Denver plays it. They have 8 on their shot clock. 3:03 to play in 0-2.
Can't let Denver score right here.
That's not. Hanslick inbounds to Williams. Shot clock at 6 as they go back to Hanslick. Now 4 jumper on the left. No, Benson's got the board. Up to Vinnie Johnson to Long. Hands it off to BJ. Working against Rob Williams between the two. Good drop on the baseline to Long. Fires, screws it up. John with 39. We're tied at 177. And we have 2:36 to play in the third 0-2. Rob Williams goes baseline on Vinny. With a triple team, and he's fouled, says Jeffrey Hall. The foul is on Benson. Isaiah returns. Vinnie Johnson comes out.
2:31 in triple overtime. 177-177. 12 minutes to 1, Detroit time.
And Rob Williams misses a free throw. That's even more important. So it's still 177-177. Tyler out. Exhausted. Tripucka high.
Terry does a good job as he comes out, and Tripucka and Isaiah back in on this sequence down the floor. A good substitution.
Williams hits the neck, so we could avoid an overtime now. We're off the tied-up digits. Denver 178, the Pistons 177. Isaiah to fourth court. Goes on top to Benson. Lob it to Kidd. Hits off the glass over his outstretched fingertips. Bammed away with the rebound.
And a tough jump right now. Everybody's tired.
Williams falls down the lane but flicks it off to English just in time. 2:08 left, 12 on their shot clock. Down the lane. Contact from Puritan and a foul.
On a pass off.
Earl's got the foul. Denver has the lead. You ready for the score? If you just joined us, it's the highest scoring game in the history of the National Basketball Association. 178-177 Denver. They inbound it to Williams. Against Kelly. Kelly's got to be careful. Takes some baseline. Misses the shot. Out of bounds. Off Denver. Pistons ball again. 1:54 left.
Pretty good help out defense right there. And maybe it's because they're tired and they really can't move, but they play pretty good position defense.
Isaiah goes to work. Baseline play. No. But Kidd keeps the rebound alive. It comes down to Shays and Puritan and Long. And we got a foul that's on Benson.
And I think they will be shooting this one. Shot goes up. Good play. Good shot by John Long. Shoots it a little too hard. Benson gets a little over-aggressive on the rebound, which you can't fault him for, and he fouls Shays. Shays going to the line, and he's been shooting extremely well there tonight.
.141 left to play in OT number 3. Denver 178. Pistons 177, making 179-177 as the second goes.
I'll tell you what, George, if people read the paper tomorrow, they're not going to believe it.
And here is it. It is in and out, knocked off the rim by Puritan. Pistons got a break there.
Now, I think it was a little below the rim. I don't think that could have crawled back up in there.
He's fouled.
Good play, good pass by Kelly, good position by Billy Lambier.
We have 1:31 to play. We have Denver up a deuce, 179-177. And we have Billy Lambier at the line. He hits the first one. He did some rim action and he got it. 179-178.
Tell you what, I feel a little bad for these officials. I really do, because they're the only ones who really haven't been able to get substituted for.
Lambier gets the second same way, kicked and finally fell. We're tied at 179. 1:30 to play in the third overtime. Hanslick on the wing against Moore.
That's great.
Williams had the ball. Williams got it now. Now Williams tries to look out against Stewart. Go down the right of the lane. Hooks it up on the run. Lambier's got the rebound. Way ahead to John Long. He will drive and shoot.
Good move. Good move. Kelly ran interference very well there. Got away with it.
181, 179 Pistons. Here comes Williams to forecourt to Hanslick between the circles against Long. Shot clock at 15 seconds. With Owens at the line. Isiah takes it away. Isiah up and in off the glass. 183, 179. And now Denver has to have timeout. They'll be right back. 54 seconds to play. In OT number 3 in Denver. The Pistons 183, the hometown Nuggets 179. This is the Pistons Basketball Network. Welcome back one more time to Denver, where Isiah Thomas has just given the Pistons a 4-point lead after a steal from a fallen down Bill Hanslick. Denver's got another shot, but we only have 48 seconds to play as Williams works the wing. Goes to Hanslick. Down deep English. Shot blocked by Lambier, and Kelly's got the rebound. Great block by Billy.
Yes, it was, and that should do it. The Pistons got to run the whole clock down. They got to run the whole clock down. Just spread the floor.
Isiah wants to spread it out now. He's being hand-checked by Rob Williams. And Williams tries for a steal, and finally we get a whistle. And Williams will be charged with a foul, and he will foul out.
I don't know if they got any more guards over there. Maybe Doug Moe's going to have to suit up. Doug Moe wanted to be remembered as one of the greatest offensive coaches. I think the way his Rockets have been playing since he's been out here, you got to consider him with that award. Isiah Thomas is very happy now. I think these guys feel that they've got this game in the bag.
Hit that first free throw to make it 184, 179.
I hope they've got it more than they do, I tell you.
Second by Isiah also goes. 185, 179. 27 seconds left. You know Denver's got to throw a three-pointer up. Issel will try it from the top. It spins out, no good. Vinnie Johnson tips the rebound to Pachuca, who saves for Isiah.
Good night.
16 seconds to play. This party's almost over. Isiah trips and falls at the timeline, and Denver gets another chance, but it's really a prayer now. They are down 6 with 14 seconds left. Carter, the rookie from LSU, to Hanslick, to Vandeweghe. They let him go to the hole for 2. 185, 181. He goes over 50. Vandeweghe has 51 points. The Pistons inbound to Isiah, who just holds it, and Hanslick fouls him.
Hanslick's upset because the official didn't call it soon enough. 2 more seconds elapsed off the clock.
Hanslick is now fouled out. Down will come Isiah. There are so many heroes on this Piston team tonight. Everybody who played did the job. Isiah hits the first free throw. It's 186-181.
Pistons showed a lot of guts out here tonight, George.
Isiah hits his nose, spins off on the second, this will rebound it. In the forecourt for Anderson, his shot at the horn is partially dropped, but it goes in anyway. 186-184, a second to play, and now it's over.
Unreal.
The Pistons win this thing in Denver. 186-184 is our final score. Thank you for helping us make history. We'll be right back to talk with Chuck Daly on the Pistons Basketball Network.